Hello everybody. Welcome back to another grind stream with the Pal World. Of course, with my pal.
I sound like Donald Duck today
Man,
because my nose is not working.
also got a rich uncle.
Sadly, actually, yeah. Wait a minute.
Ayo.
I do, but I'm not getting anything of that. I'm not getting any of that money.
I mean, when ever was there a time Donald ever got money?
I don't know.
I mean,
You read all of those. I didn't.
it was usually like the childrens that made all the stuff with with the uncle, I guess. Anyways, so far we planned on continuing building up the stuff so that we're able to fight against the, what was the name again? Liberio version, right?
Yes, sir.
We're almost, what, halfway there if I remember correctly. Though I remember that the last time there was something weird that happened with the jet dragon, right? That just, was it casually burned to death?
Yeah.
That was
Well,
weird.
wait, is it already a full day? Yeah, actually, right? I think we can go again.
Should, I mean, we can check out. Let me check. I got 15 spheres. Do you have any spheres?
Do I have? Yes, I have one.
Okay.
I have a
Oh.
singular. No, it's an ultra sphere, not a legendary. But I have none.
Okay, so I got 15. That should hopefully be enough for now. I mean, since we are both now max level, we don't have to watch out anymore. Alright. You coming?
Sir. Ooh, no. Mowing the lawn would be so difficult.
Especially
So
with your
difficult. The after effects are
allergies.
just getting to me.
Uh,
I'm usually not that allergic to that. I'm usually just allergic to spring as a whole.
it's kinda mean, I mean.
And today, I guess the grass was so dry that it got into my nose. Fucked me up.
No. It's kinda mean if you think about, like, freshly cut grass smells so nice and you just straight up allergies.
Hell no, it doesn't smell nice to me.
Yeah.
It smells like death and destruction to my nose.
Death and damnation.
I'm facing the curse of grass. Jutsu Kaisen
Curse
again.
of grass.
Like, cause
Damn.
in their world or like their logic, it's like anything. The curses are oh my god, curses are born from negative emotion. Am I
Yeah.
wearing the ring? Yeah, yeah. The curses are born from negative emotion. So like anger, fear, etc. But it's
Oh,
usually just fear.
sweet.
Also, I'm dying. So I'm
That
running out.
sounds healthy.
Just yeah, I burned to death. Hit me once with a stupid ball. Um,
Oof.
but so usually they're born from fear. So most of the curses are just like, oh yeah, I'm fear of heights, and I'm the fear of this and that, or something like that. Or some curses can also be like, I'm hatred between this and that, right? But it's all always like some strong negative emotion, uh, or a specific topic, I guess.
Oh.
So if I was to make a curse, it would be grass man. Fresh
Grass,
cut
man.
grass man.
Just
Just a
shooting freshly cut grass at your face.
Just a big ball of freshly cut grass.
Um, it sounds scary for you.
Shit. I'm hungry, my pet is hungry, I'm awfully prepared.
So it appears. Might need to grab something
Actually,
for
let me
continuing.
go to base.
I'm just
Because,
gonna wait at
food.
the teleporter. I still got some stuff. Also just
How the fuck
harvested
do I
a
keep making
mushroom.
pizza? But it keeps running out. Also, I'm cooking pizza for the main base. How fast are you eating this shit, guys? That's crazy.
I mean, we got
It's
some big
pizza.
pals there.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to keep them fat for the longest time. Like it's an end game recipe.
Yeah, but don't forget, pizza is not as big as if you would look at Mammoth steak. Like,
Yeah, but in
one
game
Mammoth
terms, it
steak
feeds them
was like,
more.
yeah, but I mean, I don't think it
This
really
that's
works that way with the big pals. Like, I mean, just look at
oh, those.
the. I mean, it's still kind of weird, like how the thing with food works. Like, on one hand, you have pizza. On the other hand, something that has the weight of 20 points.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just the game. The game is telling you, oh, this has this nutritional value.
Fast food is better.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really make sense, right? If the game
Like, I
says
mean,
pizza has the best nutritional value.
if I
You
would
should
have,
not hop on a straight pizza diet ever.
yeah, to be honest, if I
Because
would
how,
have
yeah.
Mammoth steak in real life,
Are you there?
I could eat from that in
Where you at?
for more than one day behind you. Like, for real. I
I
mean,
found out.
that shit won't get empty really fast.
Yeah, if you keep
Let's
stunning
go.
him, I'll do my attacks.
Ragdoll mode. Poor guy. Damn, the double ball.
Oh, you can't even aim.
Poor guy. No. Now it's time for even more stunning. Oof.
Oh man, that movie took such a long time, Jesus Christ. I was emotionally confused in the cinema.
Oof. Oh
Because
no.
I was seeing the movie, right?
Yeah.
Dune 2, by the way, right? And
No, I
the
haven't seen the
scenes are
movie.
yeah, the scenes are good. And like I don't know, I feel like objectively the movie's good. But some scenes or like sometimes in the movie I got so bored and tired. I'm confused because I see the movie, I think, oh yeah, it's good. But then I get bored, even though it's good. And I don't understand.
I
It's just
mean,
too long. I think 3 hours is too much for a movie, for any movie.
wait, I forgot. How long was the one we looked at your place once, where we were like, is this really the ending? The movie with the same actor as from the I Drive meme.
What? I drive?
Yeah, what was?
What's the
I
drive
don't
meme?
remember. Yeah, with the Night Call song.
Okay.
It's how to explain. I try to remember the name of the movie again. It's
What was
been
the
a
movie
few
about?
years. Futuristic stuff. He had something like a
Oh,
hologram
Ryan
girlfriend,
Gosling.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What
But that
was the
one
movie
wasn't
called
long. That
again?
wasn't long, that movie.
I
Better
I
not.
remember that it was long and we had to
No, no,
finish it
no,
at
no.
my place then.
Yeah, but I don't think it was because it's too long. It was because we were late, right?
I
Maybe
don't
it was
remember
long.
anymore.
I gotta look it up. But it's not 3 hours long. Definitely not. And I like that movie. It's a very good
But
movie.
yeah, I mean it was a good movie, but I kinda got like confused at the end when he was like sitting down in the snow. And
What
I'm like,
confused
okay,
you?
so like did he die? Did he survive?
Well, it doesn't matter. That's the interesting part, right? You kind of find out in the end of the movie that he actually doesn't matter. It's similar to Indiana
Yeah.
Jones. If you pay attention to Indiana Jones 1, Indiana Jones does not matter to the plot at all, not in the slightest. He doesn't
Damn.
change the outcome at all, right? Because the movie, I don't know. Have you seen Indiana Jones 1? Actually, you
I
should have. It's a
remember.
classic.
I think I've seen it, but it was a lot of years ago.
No, but basically, the plot is some secret Nazi group wants to steal the,
Was it with
I don't
this
fucking
weird
know,
alien glass
some
skull?
no, that's Indiana Jones 4.
Oh,
That's the movie everyone hates because it's trash, kind of. Even though I
okay.
liked it, but it's kind of trashy. Like, I like the movie, but I gotta admit it's a bit, I don't know. Anyways, the first movie, these neo-Nazi guys tried to steal some ancient object. I don't remember what it was, but it's like it's like a box, kind of like a golden box, I guess.
Yeah.
And um, Indiana Jones, he was supposed to stop them somehow, or he was supposed to retrieve the box himself. I don't know, because he's like a collector of these sorts of things and adventurer, and
Yeah.
that's just what he does. But actually, in the movie, he doesn't manage to retrieve it before the Nazis, and he actually gets captured by them. And in the end, the Nazis open the box
And
while
they
he's,
died.
yeah, the box kills them because of
And
what's inside. You don't see
yeah,
what's
but they
inside, but
looked
it kills
away.
all of them. And Indiana Jones was the only one, Indiana Jones and I guess whatever woman he was fancying at the
Yeah.
time, they looked away and they survived. But if you think about it, if you had never even tried to stop the Nazis, they would have still gotten the box and they would have still opened it and they would have still all died.
Oh shit.
You should pull back your judging.
Yeah. It's kind of
Yeah,
annoying
me
that you
too.
can get hit too
Ah,
when you're
okay.
sitting on your pal.
Yeah, true. I'll dodge this. So it hit me. That's stupid. Uh, yeah, fuck you. But yeah, if you think about it, Indiana Jones does not change the plot. In reality, he actually elongates the whole plot, if you think about it, right? Because if
Yeah.
they had found it faster, they would have opened it faster. Then they would have died faster, quicker.
Shit.
And yeah, the whole thing would have probably been a lot easier. I don't know. Okay, you can. Right, I can shoot him once more and then you.
Yeah,
Hey,
just
come!
gotta watch out
Stop! Stop!
because
Stop
I'm
moving!
pretty low
Stop it!
right
Stop!
now.
Okay, now shoot
Perfect.
him. Like throw him, I guess. Yeah, but in Blade Runner,
Alright.
it's really, it's, I don't know, it's about him. Let's try it out. It's about him finding out. Like first he thinks he's just like another Blade Runner, and the Blade Runners are the guys that have to find and
Yeah.
kill rogue android people. Like not android people, but like fake people, I guess, because they're manufacturing people, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit more understandable if you've seen the first movie, because the one with Ryan Gosling is actually the second one. The first one
Yeah.
is actually with the same actor from Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford, but it's
Oh,
an old movie. It's like 90s, I think, maybe. I don't know.
damn.
But yeah, he's Ryan Gosling is playing a guy who is a sync. I think they call the fake people sync. Maybe I'm not sure. Whatever. He's a fake person, and he is also hunting fake persons. So he's like
Yeah.
people double hate him, right? The like normal people hate him because he is a fake person and they don't like him because racism. But then the other fake people also hate him because he literally hunts them down if they go rogue. So yeah, he's just kind of hated, but he's doing his job and he thinks that's all it is. That's all there is to it, right? But then he gets
Yeah.
some random ass memories. And obviously, when you get memories in your head, you think, yes, these are my
Those are
memories.
real.
these are my memories totally because I am remembering them. And then he starts questioning it and he's like, no, this must be fake. This is all like a hoax or like fake memories or like whatever. And people start convincing him that it's real and it's not fake. And then he starts to like help out certain people within like a rebellion and shit. And he's kicking
Yeah,
off all this stuff only to in the end to find out in the end that those were never his memories, were the
that
memories of
was
someone else who's also like a
the person who
like
was making
yeah
memories, if I remember correctly.
yeah. I
Who
mean,
was
yeah,
always in that
they
room.
trap her and make her make memories, but really the special thing about her is that she's the daughter of a normal born person and a fake person,
Yeah,
which
that
is
the
like
guy
an
that he
act of
killed at the
rebellion
start.
because they were not supposed to be even able to have children,
Yeah,
but then trying and succeeding in having a child is like very rebellious of someone who's literally just manufactured to work until they die, right?
true. That was what
So yeah,
like
this
got
child is a
discovered.
sign of rebellion, like their messiah, I guess. And he thought for the longest time, yes, I am that child because he's got these memories. But in the end, he
Yep.
finds out I am not that child. And then he
I
accepts
got the
his fate,
memories
and it
from the
doesn't really matter
child.
if he lives or dies. But yeah, if he dies, you imagine, okay, he dies, then the rebellion starts, and then maybe the fake people win. Who knows? Doesn't matter.
And his
But if he doesn't
holographic
die, well,
girlfriend died.
I mean, she wasn't real, anyways. But yeah, I guess his anime girlfriend died.
his his waifu.
But yeah, even if he doesn't die, like, what is he gonna do? Either he gets hunted down or he joins the rebellion. So he's just gonna join the rebellion and do their handiwork. But yeah, he
Yeah,
now he and you and everyone knows he's not the special guy. So the movie's
you're not
over.
that guy, pal.
But it's still a cool movie. I really like the set pieces. I like the whole Blade Runner world. It's looking very
Yeah.
very cool.
I just noticed how
It's like a
low we
cyberpunk.
got on stone.
Well, that's bad.
Yeah.
Could build another stone farm technically, but I don't think it's actually because we don't have enough stone farms. Maybe because we don't have enough stone farmers. I could assign. I
Maybe.
mean, we do have enough metal. I could assign some guys to only get stone
You
instead
could
of metal. Oh, actually, no, you
assign the
can't.
Anubis.
You actually can't, right? You can't assign. You can only assign them to mining, not to what they mine.
Whoops, I did not meant to
Right.
do that.
Let me. Yeah, I'm put the Anubis back to
Yeah.
mining because we need it right now. I put them off mining so they help out with crafting, but
Yeah.
whatever. Doesn't matter now.
Okay, there's almost 1400 in here. Let me carry those back to the chest so that we can at least have some buff again, I guess. Let me grab her.
Actually, did you start for real? Did you
Start.
start Jujutsu Kaisen yet or not?
No, not yet. But
You
probably
motherfucker.
tomorrow.
Actually,
Sorry.
just for fun, right? Do you want to try watching it in the suggested watch order instead of chronological? Just for science?
And to check if I would understand more than you, or.
Well, you wouldn't understand more because I'm almost done. I'm almost done with the second season. Like that's all that's left. But yeah. Now the thing is, I think you would understand because they're choosing like a whole different set of characters for the callbacks, I guess. I don't know. The only character that's like always there is Gojo, and most of these like flashback scenes and intermissions are just to kind of give him more character or more depth, kind of, because he's really important, because he's the
Hmm.
strongest guy. I don't know, but I watched the part now that you were supposed to watch at the very start, right? The first half of the second season, and it
Yeah.
does make sense. I wouldn't say it's good cinematography, because yeah, I mean it's it doesn't even contain the protagonist, right? But
Yeah,
it does kind of make sense. The whole thing would still make sense if you watched it this way. It
but
would
if I
still
would
all
do
work out,
this,
kind of.
like, when would I watch the second half of the second season? Like you said, it wasn't even mentioned.
No, no, it was you watched the first half first, then you watched the movie, and then you watched the whole first season, and then you watched the second half of the second season.
It's so weird.
Yeah, it's mad. Oh no. I mean, the first half of the second season is literally like a uh like a callback kind of, or like a it's about Gojo when he wasn't a teacher but a student, and then the movie is about like more or less, I think, right after he became a teacher, something like that, or like, it's like basically this like secondary watch order, you could say. It's like a Gojo watch order, like you're not watching the main character get into school first, but you're starting out with Gojo being a student, and then you watch Gojo start being a teacher, and then you start with the second season, the first season when you see like Gojo being a
Yeah,
teacher for a longer time, I guess.
that definitely sounds like the Gojo timeline.
Yeah, I mean honestly, with the screen time that Yuji gets, the main character, that's almost like Gojo's like a secondary main character. Because Yuji, the main character, he's in the first season like a lot because you get introduced to the whole world through his eyes.
Hmm.
But then he's not in the movie and he's not in the first half of the second season. So yeah, I don't know.
Huh?
Yeah, because
Okay, that's.
the movie plays out before Yuji ever gets into the school, and the first half of the second season plays out even before the movie. So Yuji probably was like a little baby back then.
Yeah. By the way, should we head to sleep? Then we can get the
Okay.
pets again. And that's kinda weird.
Yeah. Also, I have trouble remembering all the names for some reason. I don't know why. It's especially hard in this anime, and I can't tell you why it is. But I don't remember a lot.
Well, I guess like the one real name that you will always remember is Gojo.
Yeah, for sure. No, I do uh, reliably remember the Trinity of Sexy Man, because
What?
I always see,
What?
I always see the girls like thirsting over these guys, or I see um, like dudes, like ripped dudes, go to cosplay conventions as these guys, and like just to like thirst trap the girls, I guess, because
Well,
there's three guys in particular in Jujutsu Kaisen
isn't
that
is there
everybody is horny for.
this guy
Okay,
with the like suit, the tie, and the glasses? That
yeah,
guy?
yeah, that's one of them.
Yeah.
There's Gojo, obviously. Then there's
Yeah.
Nanami, is the suit and tie guy. And I don't even understand why everybody's so horny for him. I guess it's just because the suit and tie, because he's not that strong. Like he's an
Yeah, it's
interesting
just.
guy,
I think
but
it's
he's
just the
not that
style.
special. Literally, it's just he's first he's got the style, and then he's like very calculated and cold as a person. And I
Yeah.
guess people who very much enjoy rejection would like him. I don't know.
Notice me, senpai.
Yeah, well, they like him. And then there's the Toji guy, who's the muscular dude, the guy who's wearing the big oversized pants, got this little demon curse guy around
Oh
his neck, like the
yeah.
worm dude, and
Yeah,
he's
that
got a
one.
knife, and he's ripped as fuck. No, he's not even ripped. He's fucking
He got like a
big
scar on his
on his lip. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't even understand. Like, I guess people are thirsting for him because he's literally the only guy in the anime who's like very muscular. Everyone else is like lean, like in every anime. All the strong guys are literally just like super fucking thin for no reason.
But
Um,
but a
but
lot of
he's
times
like
they
the
also
only
use
like
like thin but
actually ripped.
muscular.
Well, yeah, I mean they are lean. They're lean,
Oh.
but I mean in reality, the people who are not lean would be much stronger. No, because you have more weight behind you and everything. But yeah, whatever. What he's like, he's insanely muscular. I saw pictures before and I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like a different body type for once, not only like the same guy every fucking time. But I think like in the anime when I saw him, I was like, he's kind of too bulky. Like it looks a bit stupid. Like it
Hmm.
doesn't look sexy anymore, yeah. Just because like they made his neck too thick. I don't know. He's got like a neck of a fucking bull, and it's a bit too thick because it just makes him look a bit fat. I don't know. It doesn't like if his neck was a bit slimmer, he would look much better.
From what I've seen from like recent conventions with cosplays and stuff, there's also like on the female side a certain character that is I think also from Jujutsu Kaisen that's going viral. I think like
Which
I
one?
don't know what how you would call the
Type?
hairstyle. She got like bluish hair, I think, and she got like braided. Uh, yeah, her hairs are braided, but in front of her face, I think.
No, that's white hair then. Yeah,
Ah,
she's
white
also
hair.
from there. I don't understand what people see in her. She does not have a lot of characterization. She's literally just she's there, and all you know
She's
is yeah. All you know is that first of all she's very strong. Obviously not
okay.
nearly as strong as Gojo because nobody is, but
Yeah,
you know she's one of the strongest. She's wielding a big axe. For some reason, she's got a hair behind before in front of her face, which looks really fucking dumb, by
dangling
the way.
around.
Like the first one or two times I saw it, I was like, okay, maybe this hairstyle is interesting because it's something different. Now that I've seen her in a couple episodes, it looks fucking stupid. She can't see. She's always peeking behind her huge ass fucking braid. It's dumb. It looks stupid. Why don't
Oof.
you give her a blindfold like Gojo? If she tries to hide her eyes, like half the roster does, by the way, like half the people there, for some reason, wear some weird glasses or blindfolds. But yeah, I don't know why she has to put her hair like that. It looks dumb. But the only
Hmm.
thing that I know about her right now, like maybe we will find out more because I got like, I don't know, 3 or 4 episodes left maybe. But all I know so far is she can control ravens and see
Ah,
through them, which sounds cool, but also it's not hard to kill a raven
for some reason, it reminds me of something else
of
I
Odin.
watched.
The Record of Ragnarok, Odin, because Odin always
Mm,
controls ravens.
yeah, that's also, but no, it's something else. I cannot remember it anymore.
Mhm.
It was something that I watched quite a while ago.
Oh, okay. But the thing is, it's a cool ability, definitely. But the first time you really see her use it, she's scouting out an area, and literally the first curse that finds the ravens just kills them immediately because they're just birds. Like, what are they gonna do? So
Rip.
it's really not that strong
One
because
way to
everyone can
decrease the
just
bird
shoot a fucking
population.
bird. Yeah, everyone can just like shoot a bird. Like, there's another guy who also can scout areas, but he does it with like small like computer like drones. That's way
Yeah,
better. First of all, you don't see the drone if he sticks it to like a wall or a ceiling, you don't see it immediately. And he can like record shit and like see it on the screen. He doesn't need
yeah.
ravens, and her ravens
By the
just get killed
way,
immediately.
can
Like,
they tell that the ravens are controlled?
oh no, maybe not. But also, the scene was in a subway. There are not many ravens in a subway, like 2 stories underground. They don't
Yeah,
really
true. If
go
we're
there.
talking about subways, it would have been more
Also,
logical to use pigeons.
I mean, pigeons sometimes find their way there, right? But not 2 stories down, right? Because it's a big subway. It doesn't only go down once, it goes down like twice of rise. Yeah.
I
So
mean, unless the pigeon walked into the train first and then arrived there.
yeah, maybe. But yeah, like for me it was pretty obvious. Like you got a raven going there at night. And like, yeah, nah, it was obvious. And they killed the raven immediately. So she didn't even get much intel. Just like she
She
only got
just knows
intel
they're there.
she only got intel about how the train station is built, basically. But honestly, you could look that up, right? You can look up the
Look at
foundations
me, I
or
can
like
use
the train
cursed
station.
techniques, but I don't know how to use the internet.
Yeah, look at me. My curse technique is Google Maps.
Cursed technique, tell me what's the fastest way to get to the hospital. I'm having a heart strong.
Curse technique. Siri.
Cursed technique, Bixby. That's really cursed.
Actually, yeah.
Or even more cursed, Cortana.
Well, I don't know. She's called Meme, which that is a very nice name because it's one that I can remember. Unlike most of the other names there. Like I can remember someone named Meme.
By the, what
Meme.
isn't there? Doesn't she have a weird complex with her brother or something like that?
Yeah, kind of. Like also you see her a lot, but only in like the last episodes with like the big showdown in the subway. That's where her brother randomly shows up. I don't even know why he's there. He's just there to carry her weapon and constantly give her compliments. That's the whole relationship, by the way. It's just her brother kind of looks up to her, I guess, and he's always fishing for compliments. It's really dumb, boring ass character,
Huh.
honestly.
I'm surprised he was still alive. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
that was
you.
lucky.
I mean, you weren't on your shadow week, so I was confused there for a moment why he didn't die. To be honest,
Uh,
I guess I
Already
really threw
the
the
last
sphere in the
second.
right moment.
But yeah, I don't know. So far, she's a bit boring. I don't know. Maybe we'll see more of her. Oh, whoops! I didn't mean
I
to.
mean, I first have to see everything of her since I haven't watched it
Yeah,
yet.
even though, like again, that's not a lot. Like you see her
Yeah.
fight in the movie once, I think, and um then you see her. Who do you see her? I think that's all. I think you only see her fight once in the movie, and then you see her in a couple scenes, just like sitting somewhere, but like not doing anything. And then with the big subway station showdown, she really that's where she's kind of like introduced, like, oh, look at
Hmm.
me, I have a big ex and little brother who's kind of weird.
Isn't there also a guy that has like a I'm not sure, curse technique or something like that that's based on luck?
Not that I know of.
I don't wait.
Or
No, it wasn't a curse technique. Shit.
I don't know
Uh,
anything based on luck right now.
yeah,
Ooh,
you could almost say like a slot machine, I think.
I
And
think that was somewhere else.
if he gets the jackpot, he's basically like
I think that's another
invincible.
anime.
Really?
I think so. Because I
I'm
remember someone told me that, but now that I watched almost every episode, I wouldn't
Maybe
know who that
he
would
hasn't
be.
appeared yet.
Yeah, but that would also be weird. Or you want to maybe attack the other Jet Dragon, not me? Hello?
Yeah, that's what I noticed too right now. That was kind of a dead brain moment.
I think it's another anime though, because nah, it would be weird if he appeared now because we're in the middle of the showdown. And
I
it's
mean,
like,
maybe he
I think it's
appears
close to
later.
finish.
Oh wait.
Would be weird to introduce someone completely new now with a new ability, but I don't know, we will see.
I forgot they weren't called curse techniques. What were the
Yeah.
things called again? Like the ability from Gojo.
I mean, there's
The Infinite Void
domain
one.
expansion. Yeah, that's the
Domain
domain
expansion. That was it. Let me look it up.
Gojo's pretty cool. Even though one thing in the start in the first half of the second season where he's like still a student but still like one of the strongest guys, but like he's not as strong yet. He gets a major power up, right? And learns like some new shit. But then he explains it and he's like, oh yeah, this is like one technique of my clan that is like not known by many people and it's very strong, blah blah blah. And I feel like that's just the wrong way to take it. Because I always saw Gojo as someone who's like very in tune with all this curse stuff and just knows a lot because he practiced a lot and just he's like very fluent with it. Like he has very intricate knowledge about the whole curse stuff, right? And I think it's kind of it takes away a little bit from the whole like Gojo is smart thing.
Yeah.
When he says like, oh, this is a technique that my clan used, that I learned from my clan. Like I would have found it way cooler if he was like, yo, nobody has done this yet, or like nobody has done this in 100 years. I figured this out on my own, right? That's cooler than saying, oh yeah, I learned this from my clan. I just realized it now how it works. You know what I mean?
I mean, we don't know when the last time was that his clan used that technique.
Yeah, of course not. But it's like I would have found it cooler if he was like, oh yeah, I tried some things, like I did some things with cursed energy, and I figured out that you could do this and that, and then it will result in this. Like you know, like he's making like if he was making up techniques on his own, that would be really really cool, and like show that he's very knowledgeable. But just like taking someone else's knowledge and learning it is not as cool as making it up yourself, obviously. But yeah.
By the way,
Also, you don't know a lot of his clan. Like, at the very start, I just thought Gojo was like a special guy. And, well, he is, but I didn't know that he was like the child of like a special clan. You know, like almost everyone is the child of one of these clans. Like, there's this Zenin clan, and then there's another clan, and then Gojo is literally from the Gojo clan. It's called Gojo clan. Because I guess Gojo is also his last name. Like his first name is probably Satoru, right?
Yeah, I think
you could say Satoru
like
Gojo,
Satoru
because
Gojo,
it wouldn't make sense that the guys from the Gojo clan would name their child Gojo as a first name. That's kind of stupid.
Yeah, I mean they have that thing like where they say the last name first.
Yeah. But yeah, like I didn't even realize he was like part of a clan until they really put it on your nose in the second season. But even then, it's not really characterized, you know? It's not like you don't know anything about this clan. You don't know if the clan is good or evil, or if Gojo is working for his clan, or if he works against his clan, because in the series he constantly works against the Zenin clan. Question is, does he not like the Zenin clan because they are mean, or does he not like it because they are against his own clan? You know, like you don't know anything about his clan. You're not ever giving that knowledge, so you would assume it's not important. But then I don't know why you would even make up the clan, you know? You could just say, oh, Gojo's like a very strong guy, but he was like born randomly. But they give this explanation that he's born from like a strong clan, so he's strong too. But so far it doesn't even have an impact that he's born from some clan instead of just being born normally. I don't know.
By the way, I checked again, and that what I meant actually exists, and the guy's name is Hikari.
Send me the link then. Maybe I've seen him and I forgot.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you after the fight.
Okay. Let me come out my shadow peak. Oh, yeah, actually. Do your texture, Jack. Actually, I'm very interested in this one shadow guy. I forgot how he's called, but he's the son of Toji, the ripped guy. Because the ripped guy also doesn't appear in the main series, at least not as of now. He does appear in the flashback in the second season, in the first half, when Gojo's like a young like a student guy.
Oh.
But yeah, he only appears then, and he doesn't appear in the main series. But I don't know if he will. But that's also why I'm confused that everyone's like so like thirsty for him. Like everybody loves this character, because in reality he doesn't have a lot of screen time. Like he's the main bad guy, or not even the main bad guy, but he is one of the bad guys in the second season in the first half.
I
But
mean,
the
he
first
also
half
got a
is all just
huge
a flash.
figure.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, why is this guy so famous? I mean, I guess the fans like him, yeah. But like, why is this guy so famous when he barely gets any screen time and barely gets like any characterization? All you know is that he's very strong. He hunts people for money. Like he doesn't. He doesn't like belong to any group or anything. He's
Yeah.
just a manhunter. Like
He
he
does
used to
not
belong.
affiliate, I guess.
Alright, like he was born into one of the clans, but then he resigned out of like. Nah, I'm not gonna tell you the reasons why because you're gonna watch the series. But
Yeah.
he stepped out of the clan, and then now he's just hunting people for money, right? But that's basically everything about him. Like, yeah, he's a strong guy. He fights in close combat instead of using flashy techniques, which I think is cool. But yeah, that's what he does.
Are you
And
pulse regenerating?
yeah, actually I can throw him out.
Yikes. Mine is basically
yeah.
almost dead.
But that's really all you know. And that's not an interesting character so far, right? So I'm confused. Like, are people literally just thirsting for him because he's the only bulky? He's not even the only bulky dude, but I don't know. Are people thirsting for him because he's a sexy man? Is that really everything you need for a character to be appealing? Because for me, he's not very appealing. Like, his design is good, his fighting style techniques and shit are good,
Who
but
knows?
his motivations and his personality so far is just boring because he's got no reason for anything. He's literally just, I like making money and being lazy. But anyways, he got a child. He also doesn't appear to really care about his child that much.
Nice.
And his child also doesn't like him very much because he's like not there very often. Like he supports him with money, obviously, because he's got a lot of those doubloons, but because he's very good at manhunting. But
wouldn't mind to get some of those.
that's it, pretty much. So I don't know. Like his character is a bit boring. But what's interesting is that his son is part of the main team in from the protagonist, right? And he's a bit weak so far, but he's still one of the most interesting characters for me for literally only one reason. His character isn't interesting, his abilities so far also not very interesting. Nothing about him would pique my interest, except that the main bad guy, Sukuna, the finger dude, right? In I think the third episode or fourth episode or something, he says that he wants to keep him alive because he's a time bomb. And I don't know why. And that's interesting. Like the main bad guy, who's very, very smart and very, very good with curse energy and all this shit. Like if he says something, like he knows, right?
Yeah.
So it's very interesting to me. Like, when are they gonna set this time bomb off? What is the time bomb? Why would he be strong? What is it about him, right?
Yeah.
That makes him interesting. But I don't even think it's gonna happen in the second season at all. I'm not even sure if it happened in the mangas yet. All I know is that at some point he's gonna become a very, very interesting guy. I'm excited to see that, but I think I'm gonna have to wait a long time.
Ouch, 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 ouch!
My god, dude. Throw back your gun.
Damn.
Throw a ball quick.
I cannot throw
Right,
a
you can't
sphere.
throw when you're down.
I
Let's
can't
hope
pull
I don't die
back.
from burning. Oh, don't. Okay. About tanking him. For a ball.
Ah.
No.
Ah. Ah. We can
Let's try
almost...
again.
Damn. I guess now we're really having the luck on our side today. Oops, wrong one. And we are... It's almost time again that we can sleep and just reset again. Oh yeah, right, let me send you the dude. Do, 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 do. I'm finding a lot of, I guess, not sure if you can...
They show me the dude. Who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck? No, I have no idea who this guy
Yeah,
is.
that's like when his ability is active, I guess.
What the fuck? When does he appear? I don't know, I haven't seen him yet.
Wait, let me...
He looks weird.
I can only get gifts.
But
Ooh.
also, I don't know if he's gonna be interesting. Because they don't have a lot of time to introduce him, right?
I don't know when he's going to appear, but from all I know is that his ability works like it's a lot of luck based, and if he gets the jackpot on for the duration the music is on, he's basically like invincible. Like you hit him with a fatal blow, like I don't know, blow or half of his body away, it just regenerates instantly, basically.
Mm, that sounds kind of, I don't know, not an ability or not a character I would like. It's a bit, I like Gojo's abilities because it's just, all his abilities just show that he's very good at what he's doing, right? He understands things, and that's cool
Yeah.
because he knows what he's doing. Like this guy, he's just got this luck thing, right? He's just like, yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
but he
try
can
my luck,
also like
and maybe I'm
con
invincible.
he can indirectly like control the probability. Like from what I understood, it works like he got certain scenarios, and if he's fulfilling the requirements of those scenarios, he gets basically higher probability chances and stuff.
Okay, let me see 1 second. Can I please? Oh my god, can you stop, you internet page? Okay, I'm at episode 10, and there's 23 episodes, so I got 13 episodes left. That's a lot more than I thought.
Huh.
We're gonna see. But the thing is, we're in the middle of of like the showdown, kind of. Like a lot is happening, so it's like a bad time to introduce a new character if it's gonna be interesting.
I mean, I have no clue when he's going to appear.
I
I
mean,
only know of him because
sometime
I saw him
right about now
on
should
some
be.
shorts.
He should appear soon, right? Like he's got
Hmm.
13 episodes left to make his appearance.
I mean, maybe he appears in the next season.
But then why are there gifs of him?
Those are animated still images.
Uh-huh.
You know, like the one that I sent you just now. This is
Okay.
not actually anime. Like,
Also,
uh,
I thought he was in the
you know,
season. I
like
went
a lot
in.
of people are doing like taking part of the manga page and then
Yeah.
animate that stuff. I mean, some of that looks really cool. I really like. I actually saw some stuff where they animated like the pictures from the One Punch Man, where with the Saitama with his Garou fight,
Yeah, I
and
saw that too.
those looked really epic. Not gonna lie.
I'm interested in the guy, in the Toji-san guy. He's got this. I don't know where they're going to go with him because right now he's like a summoner type of guy, like he can catch a curse, I guess. Somehow he can catch it, I guess. I don't know really how it works because they don't show him catch anything.
Curse.
But he's like taming them, you know? And then he can always summon them at will. And he's got like 3 or 4 guys right now he can summon. Obviously, the stronger they are, the more energy they take to summon and like keep summoned. So and also to
Understandable.
control them. So that sort of limits him, right? Because he has to get stronger to summon and control strong guys. But yeah, that's not as interesting to me. What I saw, or what they kind of hinted at that he maybe can do, is he's making all of his guys, when he's summoning them, they
Mm-hmm.
appear to be made from shadows, you know, like it looks almost like there's just like some black goo on the ground, and
Yeah.
then he makes like a dog for for example, like a dog, a wolf guy.
Yeah.
And one scene they show, he's putting his hands like into a shadow, and I was like, yeah, he can
Oh.
walk through shadows. So far, he didn't do that once, which surprised me. Because if I could do that, I would immediately try to walk inside shadows. Like, why not? If you can put your hand in there, you can put your whole body in there, right? But he didn't do that yet.
True.
I hope he will. Because it's way more interesting than summoning, right? Imagine, like, you can basically leave this plane of existence, right? You can go inside the shadow realm and then appear somewhere else from a shadow. That's so cool. Like imagine he just punches into the wall because there's a shadow on the wall, and his hand comes out from another shadow, from another wall.
Yeah.
That would be so cool. And then maybe you can summon shadow weapons or something like that.
Who knows?
I want to see that.
Maybe.
But yeah, I don't know if they go that way. Right? Like maybe they do, or maybe they just give him more beasts to summon, right? Because that's the way he's currently moving, right? Like he's just
Yeah.
summoning. Like the last guy he summoned was like an elephant dude. Was like the pinnacle of him. He was like, yeah, look at
What?
this, an elephant guy.
Bruh.
Yeah, but then one time he managed to do a domain expansion, even though like he's not even on that level yet. So it was like a domain expansion, but he couldn't do it like perfectly. So it was like
Damn.
um uh, uh yeah, it's not, it's gonna look better once he masters this kind of technique, I guess.
Oh.
But his domain expansion also doesn't look like a summoner. It looks more like shadows because
Bruh, what
oh,
the fuck?
are you fucking are you kidding?
How did that just
Uh,
insta-kill me?
because his domain was literally like everything kind of turns dark and there's like a lot of like shadow hands grabbing onto stuff and shit. And that
Oh.
makes sense again for my theory, right? Like if his domain was to make everything shadowy, he could move freely, right?
Yeah.
Because he can move through the shadows. So that would be very cool if he was controlling shadows instead of random ass beasts he's just catching somewhere outside.
Okay. That just happened.
But we will see. Only time can tell, because I'm not
Yeah.
making this anime.
When is the last time I remember someone using an ability that that person wasn't ready to use? Well, that buddy almost got destroyed. Like,
Huh?
you literally saw her trying to use the attack, and almost when she was finished doing the incantation, you just saw like casually her veins rupturing and blood coming out of the skin.
Nice.
Hmm.
Maybe she's a bloodbender then. Who knows?
At least she was just like, huh. So these are the limits of this body right now. Oh well, can't destroy it.
Oh, sucks to be me.
Rip.
Talking about limits of the body, look at this blazer knot. Those are his limits right now.
Limits of the body. Meanwhile, Saitama, what is that? Bruh, okay. First time, not first time. But first time, second time. I mean, I don't mind those numbers right now. Very cost efficient with those spheres. Don't have to produce that many anymore. Unless we're getting that unlucky again and I have to throw like 10 of them.
But
Alright. Big
at least
we
now I
go.
have some stuff to watch. I think when I'm done with Jujutsu Kaisen, the what was it called again? Ninja Kamui should be finished then, I think.
Alright.
Because last time I looked, it had 11 episodes, and every week they are dropping a new episode. So by now it should be at least 12.
Nah,
Maybe this week the
Kaiju
13th.
thing is probably not that far yet.
No, I mean I can look it up in a minute. But yeah, the last time I looked, it was one episode. And again, I'm not watching one episode. That's not enough. I want to see if I will like it.
So I mean, there are some animes that already hook you after the first episode.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, it's a difference, I think, if it from like hooking you from the first episode, then like keeping that attention for the other episodes, you know? Like it's easy to hook you with like a cool style or like cool world. Like it's easy to hook you, but you don't really find out much about the pacing and the characters and how everyone like behaves until you've seen some interactions between the characters. You can only do so much with like 20 minutes, and the average anime episode is like 20 minutes. And that's minus all the opening and the ending credits. So.
Oh shit, oh shit.
Sometimes it's 24, 22, but I'm talking about
like
average.
2 minutes of those intro and stuff. Intro, outro.
No. So like it could be that the first episode catches me, maybe, but I don't know. I want to see a couple more episodes though. Because I want to see like not only that, oh yeah, guy turns into kaiju, that's cool, but like they gotta make this guy interesting, and then they have to make his motivation interesting, and so on and so forth. That's a lot more work than just making a cool first episode.
Weird. Okay. Did not reach that.
But also, it upsets me so much because when I was younger, or like way younger, like maybe 10 years ago or something, I wanted to be like a regisseur or director of movies, right? That was my goal as a child. And it upsets me so much when I see like very good concepts, because that's what I was mostly obsessed with, just being fucking slaughtered by weird directors. Like for example, Dune. Like Dune has the world is very cool, and all the designs are cool as well. Like they did a very good job with all the world building, and everything looks awesome. Like it's done very well. But some stuff is just like, again, why would the movie be 3 hours? That's the first point. I don't think you have to make a 3-hour movie, even if the story is complicated. You have to find some other way to convey the information other than a 3-hour movie, because it's just, even if the movie is good, it's just gonna get on the nerves of everybody. I think it's just like, even if the movie is very, very good, people are gonna be bored or people are gonna be tired. And
I guess at least for you a better version of the movie would have been like either a series, or if you would have the movie, then you could literally press and pause and it happened again.
I mean, yeah, pressing on pause is one thing, but that's such a workaround, right? And movies should ideally, well, not every movie because there are calm movies, but let's say action movies or blockbuster movies, They should be
Yeah.
made for the cinema. That's what they're made for. That's the ultimate experience, right? You got the perfect sound design, you got the big screen, you got you achieve ultimate epicness with the cinema, right? And that's
Yeah.
what you're aiming for. So you have to make it comfortable for a cinema experience. And that's why like 3 hours is just not working. Even you remember the Amazing Spider-Man movies, like not Tom Holland and not the other guy, like in the middle, you know, the Amazing
Don't remember the
Spider-Man.
names.
You know,
It's
there
like
was
the only Spider-Man that I ever watched in the cinema was what was it? Away from home?
yeah, those are the new ones though. That's Tom Holland.
Oh.
Yeah, no, first there was my favorite guy. I forgot his name. But you know the first movies, like with Venom and where the guy dances, like that's the meme, you know?
Yeah,
What's
where
the
he
jet
got
dragon
his
name?
black dress. Dress.
Yeah, the
Dress?
dress. Oh, the jet dragon is invisible for me. Oh shit.
The fuck?
I can't see the jet dragon. I can't even
Yeah, I
see his
think
health bar.
that one with Venom I actually watched, I think.
Yeah, those are my favorite. I think mostly because of nostalgia, but I like the actor and it's just cool movie. Oh, it's just fun movies.
Oh.
Ouch.
Vivo.
And between those three movies, with the Venom being the third, and the Tom Holland movies now, there were two movies in between with Andrew Garfield. One where he fights a lizard guy, and another one where he fights the Electro guy and also another guy I don't remember honestly. Okay, Jesus Christ, stop
Remember
shooting me.
the one with Doc Ock.
Yeah, no, that's also that's I mean Doc
First
Ock is
guy.
yeah, it's the second one in the first trilogy, but I mean Doc Ock returns in the third movie for Tom Holland, but yeah, no, Andrew Garfield was in between. Anyways, I saw the second movie with Andrew Garfield with the Electro dude, and this movie, I don't even know if it was 3 hours long or if the cinema was just like being very nice, but it had a fucking break in between. I was so confused. I was in the cinema. This had never happened to me before. Okay, I was in the cinema.
Yeah, that was like really luxurious. If you have longer
everything
ones.
shuts off, and I'm like, "What the fuck happened? The movie isn't over, right?" And then everyone walked out, and we were supposed to, I guess, get another bag of popcorn so the cinema can get more money for me. But yeah, they just stopped the movie, gave us 15 minutes break, and then continued the movie, and that was halfway. Like, if a movie is that long that you have to give the guys, the listeners, the viewers a break, then it's too long. A movie should be that good that you don't want to take a break, right?
I mean, maybe what could also be the case is that the movie was too big for the cartridge.
That would be so sad, though.
Like I mean,
oh, sorry guys, we can't afford to show you the whole movie.
Or maybe the projector had to cool off because it got to.
That's
gets
actually
too hot
sad, though, right? Sorry, we can't afford a better projector, guys. You will have to take a 15-minute break so we can fix this. That's crazy. No, that is
I'm just speculating.
You shouldn't have to. Like, it's okay to take a break from a movie if you're watching at home, but I don't think movies should be that long that you have a mandatory break. That's too much.
But I guess they also do that so they can give you the chance of going to the toilet or getting another drink or something without having to miss a part or scene.
Yeah, that's neat, but I don't know.
It also depends on the cinema.
Like
not every cinema has that option.
Yeah, I mean Dune 2 was 3 hours long and they still didn't do it. So I guess the Astra cinema doesn't have this option. Even though
kind of surprised.
It refers to itself as the fancy cinema. But yeah, I don't know. I don't care much for that. I'm just a bit sad that they didn't make something more out of Dune. I mean, it's a good movie, even though also the hand-to-hand combat scenes, like they tried to make it really cool and epic. So like, yeah, they really tried, and some of it is cool. And I saw some interviews with like Timothée Chalamet, the protagonist, even though I don't like the actor, but I saw some interviews with him, and he was like,
Yeah.
him and all his
Damn it.
co-stars were like, oh
Fuck.
yeah, he trained like a lot with the sword and stuff to make these acrobatic movements. But honestly, I was a bit let down by the hand-to-hand combat at the end, at least. All the sand stuff is cool because these guys like they hide in the sand, and then their main strategy, because it's all like guerrilla tactics, right? So it's like
Yeah.
they have to fight a higher power, so they have to like rely on
Use their
knowing the environment
surroundings.
and stuff. So they hide in the sand, and when someone gets close, they like lunge out of the sand, sweep their feet so they're on the ground, and then stab them in the chest immediately. And I think that's a very cool
Damn.
move. That always looks very cool, but it's not really a combat scene, right? I mean, it's a combat scene, but it's
Sounds
over in 2
kinda
seconds.
scary too. I mean, imagine you're in a
It
desert with
definitely is.
friends and you turn around and suddenly one of your friends is missing.
Yeah. Also, those were the best scenes. Like they their tactic was to like get dust up in the sky, like put the sand in the sky so nobody can see, and
Oh,
then they come from the shadows and like assassins. That was very cool.
true.
But yeah, the
Yeah,
hand-to-hand combat was
assassins.
a bit meh. Like they clashed their swords a couple of times, and I was like, yeah, they are really sword fighting. But yeah, then they kind of stopped and just started hitting each other. And I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to way better stuff because I watched a lot of these
Oh,
like um I mean, Jackie Chan movies, for example, they are
yeah,
always like perfect fight
good old
scenes because Jackie
times.
Chan is just a fucking legend. But then also a lot of other stuff. Like I love all of these
Or
Chinese actors, like
Ip
what's he called
Man,
again? Right, Ip Man. How's the guy called again? Donnie
Donnie
Yen, right?
Yen.
Yeah, I love Donnie Yen. He's very talented. But
Yeah,
also like Bruce Lee and Jet Li and all of these guys. So
a lot
when
of
you watch a lot of
Lees.
those movies, American like combat, you notice the difference immediately. Like I'm so
Understandable,
picky when I
yeah.
watch a fight scene, I count how many cuts they make because I know they are making too many, way too many. Every for me, every cut. It's not like cuts are bad per se, but with the amount of cuts that they make in your average American movie, it's like every cut reduces the quality of the fight scene by a little bit. Because it also shows that the actors couldn't do it, right? Like if you have a choreography and you know the whole thing, you wouldn't have to make a cut, right? Because you can just like do the choreography.
Yeah,
But between every cut, there's a reset, and then they
but I
reset and
mean,
like start from another position. So they don't have to learn the choreography. They literally have to learn a split second of the choreography at a time, and they can make like 20 takes of that if they want to, just to
yeah,
make
to
that
get the
perfect. But
perfect
in the end,
one.
it looks stupid.
I mean, there are some things that are not necessarily that you don't necessarily need a cut because of the actor, like if some prop is not acting properly or something else, then you of course have to do it again. Oh, I think they're coming for the main base. Yep, they're coming for the main base. Damn, throat's getting dry again. Just drank something. You still there?
Yeah, just have to answer somebody on Instagram.
Oh, Instagram.
Mm, talking to women like a real Casanova. What was I?
Women, they exist?
Yeah, they still do.
That's crazy.
They,
They
they haven't
still?
stopped yet.
What?
I should take off the ring, maybe.
I mean, I'm not even married or something like that, and I still wear a
What,
ring
you're
on
not
the ring
married?
finger.
I didn't even know.
Or I don't
Why didn't you
have
tell me?
anybody, and and I still wear a ring on my ring finger.
It's so sad. I don't have anybody. I'm all alone. This
I'm
cruel,
so
cruel world.
lonely, don't have anybody.
I mean, it depends, right? If you're looking for someone, you can always find someone. But you can also
Yeah,
find
but
someone if you're not looking. But yeah.
I don't have to put away a ring for that.
Huh? What do you mean? Nobody's
I
forcing you to
mean,
marry. What do you mean?
no, I mean, like, at least for me, it just sounded like you wanted to make a photo without the ring or something like that.
What?
Like you talked about something with you should take the ring off.
Oh no, that was in Perwold. The ring. Um,
Oh
I'm not married. I would have told you.
no, but I mean like
I'm
how would
single and ready to
the
mingle.
woman what single and ready to mingle? Damn, it's been some time since I heard somebody say that.
Yes, yes.
Sadly, those
I mean,
old
there's a lot of
ways of
options, but to be honest,
huh?
dating apps are becoming more and more an option.
Yeah, but in a lot of cases, at least from what I'm hearing, in most cases, dating apps are more like, well, meet
It
and
depends
mingle and
who you're
that's it.
hearing from. Like, who are you hearing from?
Oof. I mean, like in general,
You're like, who?
media.
Yeah, fuck media. They
Oh,
lying.
kind
They're
of true.
lying, man. Another thing is, I mean, like Tinder is the classic example, right? Tinder is
Yeah,
used a lot for like just casual hookups, even though the people saying that are usually the ones using it for casual hookups or people that were victims of someone wanting to use Tinder for a casual hookup, and the person telling you Tinder is bad was a victim because they didn't realize, right? Like you have to make sure that you're on the same page, obviously. But also you are
yeah,
talking to a person, right? And on the other end, that's just a person. So you can just make clear through conversation what you are looking for and what they are looking for. And then you can say, okay, I want to casual hookup or I don't. And they say, okay or not okay. And then,
hmm,
it's more
yeah,
just like an option to get to know people, honestly, because sometimes it's just hard, right? Like when you're out of school, like you get to know most people either through work or through school or through something like that, right? Like
yeah,
you usually don't get to meet random people unless you're like very extroverted and you just go into a bar and talk to a random person and you're like, hey, you want to give me your number? But I'm not that guy, so that option just falls flat for me immediately. So
yeah.
really,
Me too.
my options are either I learn, I, I, uh, I find new people through work, which would be hard for me because my job right now is tutoring, and the children
Yeah,
are like up to grade 10. So those are all underaged. So that's a big no. And
indeed.
also, you're not supposed to have relations with your clients, obviously. So even
True.
if they were of age, like, hell no, what the fuck? That's a weird dynamic. And I don't really meet my coworkers because we don't do tutoring like two tutors on some people.
Really
It's
coming
all
soon.
just one-on-one. So first of all, there I don't meet anyone. Um,
Hmm.
when I'm going back to university in October, that's probably the best way to meet someone. I think most people meet in university. Like if they don't meet in school, they will meet in university.
Yeah.
And the next best option is you if you work a job and you work with coworkers, if you work in like a team, then maybe you find someone in the team But I don't really like that option because for me, just in case something goes wrong or like you separate at some point, I don't want to work with
Hmm.
that person anymore. Not because I hate them, but I'm not the type of guy who's like, oh yeah, we had a relationship, but let's stay friends. I don't really want that. Not because I hate them, but I just want to like, if I separate from someone, I want a clean cut, right? I don't want to like mingle or like exist around each other anymore. I just think that's a bit weird.
Oh.
Um, Same goes for friends, right? I mean, you know, I had something with one of our friends, and that works out
Yeah.
kind of. But I would prefer not to have had that experience. I guess it's not like it's bad or anything is happening, but I just prefer it that way. That's why I would also not date in the friend circle, even though that's like the second most common thing, right? Like
Yeah.
if you don't get to know people through work, is through friends. Best thing would be in like a secondary friend circle. So you meet a friend that has a friend that knows a friend that is a girl, and then it would be okay that you're like, okay, maybe we can like get to know each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't want to be that close to a person before or after I decide to date them. So that's why I think dating apps is like really the way. At least for me, it kind of works out.
Hmm.
You just have to communicate clearly. But honestly, you're gonna have to do that anyways, right? Like if you're in a relationship, you have to communicate clearly anyways. So might as well
Yeah.
start um, in the dating process already.
By the way, I only have 2 CS left, and
Yeah,
we
and we
are
need more.
basically out of palladium
Well, we got
fragments.
200 here already made.
I also need
So
to
let me put
turn
that in the
some
box.
into ingots.
We do still have 69 ingots.
Yeah, nice number.
I knew that was coming.
We just gotta take them out of here so that we can actually use them.
No, start production again. Okay, we got. Okay, I'm using the last 1k of stone that we have now. Hope they are.
Yikes.
Yeah, they are working right now though. They are working the mines like good slaves.
Nice. I can make 10 new spheres now.
Okay, I put
That's at
another
least
100 in.
something.
How much can you
Oh,
make now? We
oh,
will see.
oh damn, I already got 1200. Uh, would need to wait, cause I already started the queue with the 10. Hmm. I was just looking there. Yeah, by the way, I just remembered, I got some weird type of analog horror recommended today on YouTube.
And what is it?
It was Tom and Jerry, like the old
Uh,
cartoon show style. It was like, from what I understood, like a dude that moved next to the person who owns. I mean, like next to the person where Tom and Jerry lives, and like he
Also,
always
it's a world
watches.
where Tom and Jerry exist. It's not just on a
Yeah,
TV.
yeah. He's like talking from a world where they exist. Yeah,
Mm.
and he was like showing scenes of the series. I can make 3 more with random moments where they like try to prank each other, or Thomas is trying to Thomas trying to capture Jerry, and every now and then there's like a still image where everything turns red, and they basically give Tom the smile dog uh, experience,
What?
like
Oh, sorry, I took him. I wanted to see how
no
much I can
problem,
make.
like those big eyes,
Pick him up. Nope,
open
not
mouth
this one.
with sharp teeth and
Pick him up.
stuff.
has a name
Yeah,
called
I mean
Smile Dog.
it
About
originate like that's an original creepypasta or something like that called Smile Dog.
Okay.
And he was like talking about them like he's watching out of his window and watching them like Tom hunting Jerry and stuff. And he's like, it's like Tom always knows he's watching or something like that. And at one point, it was like he heard steps in his home, and it was a guy with a really dark face, bloodshot eyes, and huge, bloody, grinning teeth, just smiling at him, standing there if he was directly watching into his soul, and then just walking away again. And what basically happened the next day, Tom managed to capture Jerry, and then he decapitated him.
Oh shit. So one of
And
them is already gone.
and he noticed that well, the guy who was watching them from the next house noticed him, so he panicked or something like that. And when the guy called the police, well, the police call was already weird. I mean, like, yeah, so I saw a cat killing a mouse with a knife. And when they arrived to check, it was already too late. And from how I understood it, Tom killed like his owner. Yikes! And basically, the story ended that well, Tom got into a vet, but was in his own cage so that he wasn't able to get in contact with any other animal. And we saw the guy going back into his house, trying to relax, watch some old stuff on a static television, and then there was like an emergency broadcast where it said that some weird thing is on a loose, and it gets attracted to static and alarm noises.
Okay.
Which is
So
kind of
wait.
stupid. I mean, like, why would you start an emergency broadcast with static and alarm noises, warning about an entity that gets lured by static and alarm noises?
Uh, that's like some Mandela catalog stuff.
To be honest,
Like shut off all your radios.
it almost felt like to me they were saying at the end, yeah, so he's fucked. That thing is coming to him now.
Uh, but so the thing is then Tom or
Yeah, I
taking the
think
form
it's
of Tom?
supposed to be Tom, or Tom and this weird dude who was inside his house are working together. I don't know. Like, before he moved there, there was also at the start, like, do you remember the Tom and Jerry episode where there was like heaven and this guy went through the different types of cats that died and how they died?
No, I don't really remember any particular episode of Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, so in the original episode, there was also at one point in this line a bag, and inside the bag, three kittens,
Hmm.
and they basically got dumped and died somehow. And at the start of this creepypasta, he was like, he saw a man throwing a bag inside the river, and well, it was probably those kittens. And that guy was apparently also the guy that broke into his house because he had the same facial structure and stuff. My guess is
Well,
maybe that. Hmm?
it doesn't sound like a good analog horror to me so far though.
I mean, if I'm trying to picture stuff together, I mean, stitch stuff together, I would say that maybe this weird guy shaped thing is a shapeshifter or something like that, and it killed the kitten so that it could take shape over a kitten and grow up as Tom in the neighborhood. I don't know.
Uh,
Or
the
maybe it
thing
tried
is,
to kill the kitten so that Tom could take the place.
I feel like it's scarier if it's more grounded in reality. Like we're literally starting out with cartoon characters being real. That's maybe a bit too harsh, you know. Like Mandela Catalog is
Yeah,
also not like real. I mean, like um the alternates, you know, that's not something that could happen. It's supernatural,
yeah,
but
but it's
they
all
still start
based
out
on real
kind of like
stuff.
grounded in reality. Like, you know, there's this
Yeah,
threat and the police recognizes it. This is really just like, or imagine if Tom and Jerry were real and also Jerry was evil and stronger than you think he is. That's just kind of, I don't know.
yeah,
Would be scary if there was like, I don't know, like Tom and Jerry would do like subliminal messaging or something, and the
yeah.
creator of Tom and Jerry is actually the evil guy. That would be a bit more scary.
Now that I think about, like, another thing that I heard recently with Mandela Catalog, like, what would actually happen if an alternate tries to give you mad, but you're in a group with people? Like, it can give everyone mad at the same time, since if you get information that you cannot understand, the other person can still help you, and vice versa.
Can they though?
I mean, I doubt that every person gets mad from the same information.
I think maybe.
I feel it feels to me more like everybody has other information that they don't want to know.
I'm not
I mean,
sure because I feel like it might actually be the information about the Messiah not being who you think he is. I feel like that
mm,
might be the information, or at least part of the information, because that's the information you're told in the first few tapes, right? That like Jesus was overthrown. Like the first video is literally called Overthrown, and
yeah,
the running theory is, at least by like Wendy Goon and stuff, is that Jesus was overthrown by the devil, like not before he was born, I guess, but like as a child maybe, I don't know. And then the devil
mm,
deceived like everything, like Joseph and Maria and even like Gabriel, I think, or maybe Gabriel might be an accomplice. I'm not sure if he's like
from what
if
I've heard
I'm not
so
sure if
far,
Gabriel is an accomplice or was deceived as well. But
from what
yeah,
I've
the
heard
the
so
gist
far,
of it is just that Jesus is the devil.
yeah, from what I've heard so far, it's like Gabriel is supposed to be a unique type of alternate. Hmm. Not sure if that's just
Yeah, again,
speculation.
like I'm not sure. Like he might be involved, but he might also just be overthrown. And yeah, I don't know. But either way, it's like Jesus was never Jesus, but always the devil. So I feel like the information not desired to be known might be that if you tell a Christian person or like a religious person that, oh yeah, what you believed in your whole life was actually the devil, so you were always helping me trying to kill you, that might be the information that puts them over the edge.
Now that I think about it, actually, like, Dave really dug his own grave. If you think about, like, the first, I don't remember the first or the second. I think it was the first volume where information about Matt got talked about. They even said, like, don't get into contact with religious or highly Shit, I have a problem.
Physiological. Physio.
Not that one.
No. Philosophical.
Yeah, philosophical stuff.
Philosophical.
Sheesh.
Philosophical.
Yeah, that
Tropical.
stuff. And I mean, yeah, in the end, Dave just straight up went to church.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid. But also, I
mean,
think
he
Dave
was-
was like trying. Dave wanted to see what's going on.
I mean,
we
he
could
even
even
had
say
the
that's mad,
only.
right?
I mean, he was the only one who actually had an old static television.
Yeah. No, but you could say Dave had mad, because maybe mad is not just like the desire to kill yourself, but it might also be like he got this information that is not desired to be known, because this information makes him want to know more, and to pursue this information, to find out more, he has to like go into the belly of the beast, the cave of the lion, the lion's nest. I mean, and that
But if
that enabled the evil guys to even like make a move on him.
but it feels to me more like he got mad when he arrived at the church and saw, well, Gabriel, I guess. And before that, all the information stuff gathering that he did was for Thatcher.
Yeah, but Thatcher's smart though. Thatcher's probably one of the, what was it, 1% or 3% of people who survive mad.
True, I mean...
Oh.
Actually, I'm still curious on like how he survived the attack.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming he just ran, right? Maybe he just ran and it didn't hit him, and then
it looked like he got charged by it though.
Yeah.
Maybe it's more like
Cool.
wasn't it more like he got well, not killed, and he gets stalked and stuff.
But the interesting fact about Thatcher is that apparently there is an alternate that is mimicking him, even though Thatcher is still alive. Because before we know about Thatcher and his alternate, we thought that an alternate first had to kill its victim, or like its doppelganger, to take its place. But Thatcher's alternate apparently does not have to kill him to take his place. The killing is just what they do for fun, I guess, or for extermination. But
or maybe
they don't actually need to kill anyone to act like humans, which is more scary. Because even if you get away, someone could still take over your life.
It could also be that this alternate is a different type or something like that.
But that's not referred to at all, though. Because there is a different type, right? The intruder is a different type of alternate.
From what I understand, there are a total of 4 different types.
When was that even? When was that said, though? I mean, there are different types in form, right? Because there are ones that don't look human, and then there's ones that look human. And then there's
there are also the ones that don't have a physical body, like the guy on the TV.
I guess, yeah, but I think that's just like a pre-stage, right? Like they are sort of like stuck in the TV, or like ran between realms,
not sure, but
and then
from
they get
how I
out of
understood it, like the intruders also not like a real body or something like that. That kind of confused me. I have to check on that again. Alright, I arrived. New descent. At least now he's always spawning at this open space again.
From what I understood, it's like the alternates, they need to fulfill some kind of like prerequisite that to give them a physical form, right? Either someone has to kill themselves so they can possess, well, like, yeah, so they can get out, right? Like when they took the
Yeah.
children, the mom killed herself, and then the
Yeah.
alternate could get out of the TV. Or the other option is that a child would imagine them to be real, and that would make them real because the face in the
True.
TV. Those are the two
Yeah.
ways I would know right now to make
I
them real.
still remember
But
that
what I
one
feel
part
like
with that
is,
face.
yeah, because
He's
that was
with you
also
in
real,
his...
right? There was like, what was that Sesame Street? Like, intercut in some children's show back in the day, like before we were even like you and I, before we were children, like before we existed. Let's say that.
Yeah.
There was, I think in old like seasons of Sesame Street, there was like this guy who talked to children. They thought it would be cute, but many children were horrified, understandably.
I mean,
No, but
imagine getting told like, yeah, so your friend exists now and he's in your house.
yeah,
He's in
I mean
your
that's
room.
scary for
He's right
you.
behind you.
But as a stupid child, maybe you'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's fun. I want to
Yay,
see my friend,"
playmate!
because of weird imagination and stuff. But the way I thought it would work is that all of the alternates are this like the alternates that don't have a physical body, and then they all transform either into the alternate that represents a human, like a mimic, and they do that by having the person they want to mimic killed or kill themselves.
Yeah.
And the other version is the alternate that doesn't really look human because a child imagined them, and children have wild imagination. So when a child imagines them, they might look like a human, but very, very weird because children are weird.
I mean,
That's how I thought it
there are
would
also
work.
those incomplete doppelgangers.
Yeah. Yeah, true, but not sure how those work. Maybe those are like just doppelgangers on the way on their way of becoming a doppelganger. You know, maybe they don't
Mm,
spawn as a doppelganger, but they have to like learn to mimic a person. That
maybe they're
might
not
be,
strong enough. So
yeah.
I mean,
I mean, you see this 3D animated guy, right? Who
yeah,
like does weird things with his jaw. I always thought that this is like a fresh alternate that just got its physical body, and they are slowly learning how to be a person or how to act as a person.
but to be honest, the if the Lieutenant Thatcher doppelganger, I would say, was also kind of an incomplete one.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't look real. Like he had like elongated arms and a like super elongated face
No,
and
no,
shit.
no. I mean, at that point, he hasn't mimicked him yet. But like in episode 4, you saw the mimicked
Yeah.
Thatcher,
I don't remember the animation how it
where
looked
he
like.
where he was like, "This is Lieutenant Thatcher Davis. There, everything is okay over here and stuff."
I don't remember that
And
animation, but yeah,
but
maybe because he's learning, right? Maybe he's
it
learning how to
felt
be a
really
better.
unchilling because they also did like things where he would whisper in the left or into the right eye.
Yeah, I remember that though. That was cool.
Oh,
But
and then
I
also
mean,
like so
maybe
like
because
flicker
Thatcher is
inside.
alive, you can't fully mimic him, right? Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe Thatcher needs to die for him to become a
Then I'm
perfect
also
copy, and until
wondering
he
like
dies, he's imperfect.
then also what was that thing in the closet of Thatcher?
Oh, yeah, wasn't that the intruder though?
I mean, from the design it looked different.
Did it? I thought it was
Yeah,
the intruder.
I mean the
But I think
thing
he
that
updated the
was
intruder
inside
design
his...
too. He wasn't using the
Yeah, but
same
I mean the
picture.
thing inside his closet, it didn't really look like the intruder. It looked more like
You're gonna die. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew.
Holy shit! Also very low. Like shit. I forgot his
Ouch.
name. Who? What was his name again? Like the key, the ring is mine and stuff.
Gollum.
Yeah, it reminded me more of Gollum, to be honest. Like,
I gotta
really
watch that
bright
again. No shit, I
skin,
don't.
no hair, big face, smile and stuff. Oh, you gotta.
Okay, I might
Okay,
die
already
here.
sitting on it.
No, I didn't die.
Perfect. Right, let me get close. Yee.
But I do actually have 2 more good analog horrors that we could watch at some point.
I
Not
think
finished yet though.
one was like Greylock, I think.
Yeah, right. Greylock is actually great. Like I didn't watch a full episode, but I watched a little bit of like Wendigoon just yapping about it. And from what
Oh,
I heard, it's really, 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 really good.
I haven't watched it yet. Also, another like horror thing that I watched was one that was like Five Nights at Freddy's themed, but it got more uncanny because they
The,
went more
you don't
into
mean the
the
Warden
real.
fights though, right?
No, it got more uncanny because they went more into real life looking, and well, the first one was about children's coming to the to the hospital, and when they check why they're not feeling well, they find they find out that they got some type of worm parasite inside their body or brains, and they
Ooh,
just die from them. And in the end, it turned out that they all came from the same pizza place.
that sucks.
And in the second part, at least from the things that I still remember, um, so the main guy, basically they think that everything that happened to the place just had to do stuff just had to do with like bad hygiene, and so the
That
main
makes sense.
guy basically gets to court and got like a 1 year in prison sentence because of, well, not keeping up the standards, and because of that children got fucked up, I guess. And he then talked to his like business buddy partner and was like, yeah,
Business buddy partner.
so they don't have any evidence, so destroy the worms, get rid of them, and also get rid of the body, because apparently they did like organ slash child trafficking, I guess.
Ah,
And while he was doing that, he got stopped by a police guy, and he was like, "Yeah, so you see that that thing is saying 60 miles per hour. You were too fast." And he was like, "Well, normally it was 60 around here." Yeah. And he was like, "So, yeah, I get that. Like, not 5 days ago or so, they changed the speed limit over here to 55 miles. I won't give you a ticket for that, but I need to give you a fine because your left rear lamp is broken." And he was like, "I mean, I can just, you can just continue driving if you just change it now." And well, he had all the stuff that he needed to dump back in there, and he popped open the trunk and he saw the jars. They were already empty because the worms got thrown into acid, but he still needed to get rid of the evidence. And then there was also this big package where inside was like the remains after the body got acid bathed. And he was like, yeah, so you need to know like there's some heavy smell coming from that if you open that, because there was some bad meat inside my restaurant, and I wanted to get rid of it with acid, and those are the remains of it. And yeah, so he opened it and he saw that those weren't just, well, bad meat remains, and yeah, he couldn't do that much anymore because like behind him the dude pulled out a silenced pistol. And he also made it so that he didn't had to dump his car, because after he shot him in the head, he put a zip bag on his head so that he wouldn't bleed onto the car.
Uh,
And that was like the end of
is it
part two,
finished?
I guess.
Oh,
I mean, it was the end of part two, so it's going to continue, because it was like the guy was in prison now, and he got his hands onto the prison phone and said to him like, "Yeah, so when he gets out, he needs to get relocated because, well, they still think it's all his fault with what happened to the children, because he didn't check on the safety stuff with health and meat, I guess, and they don't have any evidence of what they really did, and they burned down his house. So he basically gets relocated and gets another name when he's out of prison. But he said to his partner that like got rid of the stuff and the cop that he should basically forget his name, and he should expect a call in the future, and he shouldn't use any of the money yet. Keep it, but don't buy anything. And when that call arrives, it's like he needs to react to it and do everything that the person says. When at the start of the call he's like saying like a code phrase, like, oh, what was it, something like ring around Rosie, I think.
mm,
And like at the end of the second part, you saw like the kitchen view where the telephone was ringing, so I guess that's like a teaser for the next part, that the call might that it's the call, I guess.
but then you're seeing it from the perspective of one of the bad guys, kind of. Like if he wants to work with them, right?
Yeah, exactly. The second part is the whole view is basically from the bad guys,
That's interesting.
and the first one was from the medical stuff at the hospital where the children's arrived.
Mm. Actually, I know another interesting one. I'm not sure if I should tell you the synopsis now because then you don't need to watch it. It's an interesting concept. Ah, whatever. I'll tell you anyways. We can still watch it afterwards. You would know then, but whatever. It's um it's made in very much in the style of like a children's show, but like small children, like uh
Yeah,
you just got basically like two cartoon characters talking to each other. One of them is a sheep, but it has like angel wings, like it's like a religious figure. And the other one, I don't know, it's just like a porcupine or something. Doesn't actually matter what it is,
porcupine.
um, but it's basically telling you like basic life stuff, like be nice to people or like whatever,
Hmm.
it's for small children, so it's like very simple ideas. But
Yeah.
then the angel character is like kind of acting out, like it's breaking the fourth wall a bit. And the interesting part is that the angel sheep thing also knows the name of the guy who's watching. Like you see it from the guy's perspective, but years
Yeah.
later. And he's like, yeah, I just found this children's show that I was watching when I was very young. I didn't find it to be weird as a child, but now I notice how weird it is that the main character always talked to me um, with my first name, right? Because it's a lot of
That's
times these
yeah,
characters in the
that's
children's shows, they will refer to the audience, right? Like in Sesame
yeah.
Street or like in Dora the Explorer, they talk
But
to the
it's more like,
audience.
what do you
But it's
guys
general
think and
because they
stuff?
don't know your name, right? But this
Yeah.
angel thing was literally just like, I don't know, I guess Jake was his name. I don't remember, but the angel thing was literally just like, Jake, do you know this thing or something like that, right? And then
Almost like a show just made for you.
yeah, but it gets weirder because then at some point the angel is like telling him very weird things. For example, like, oh yeah, if someone's coming after you, you need to hide in this room, or like you need to find a very good hiding spot, blah blah, right? And you
Yeah.
kind of get the feeling that the angel is the bad guy at first because he's not saying anything inherently bad, but it's the cartoon character that's breaking the fourth wall and doing supernatural stuff. So from other
Yeah.
horror things, you just assume the angel is like, okay, the angel is preparing him because the angel will come after him and find him or something, right?
Hmm.
But in the end, it turns out that the angel was actually the good person or the good influence because it turns out that the father or like stepfather of the guy who was watching was very abusive
Oh.
and like hit him and stuff and like abuse shit like
Almost
very very
sounds
deep,
like
and the angel was actually trying to protect him. Like the angel had perfect timing, right? The boy was watching the TV and heard his father come up the steps, and the angel was like, quick, if
damn.
someone is pursuing you, you need to find a good hiding spot. And for some reason the angel even knew the layout of his room and was like, maybe you should hide under the bed, and like giving
It
him
almost sounds like a
specific.
protective measure that his
Actually, yeah,
brain would
yeah, it's like a
make.
protective angel. So the series that you would assume was the bad guy was actually the good guy, and the reality was the bad thing, and they like protect him
Damn.
from his abusive father. The angel even told him where his dad's gun is, and then the angel
Huh?
tells him, yeah, yeah, because America. But yeah, the
Yeah.
angel tells him where the gun is. Like obviously they never say gun, but they refer to it as like special object or your father's toy or something. But you kind of you get the point that it's a gun, right? And then the angel
Yeah.
teaches the child how to take apart a gun so the father can't use it in case the father gets
Ah.
drunk and
Okay.
starts
For a
shooting.
moment. For a moment, I thought more
No,
like,
no, no,
I
no,
will
no,
tell you how to
not that,
shoot your dad.
not that. Might be the better option if his dad is an abusive asshole. You might deserve it, but no, the angel
Though
tells
his
him.
future might have been different then.
Yeah, no, but the angel tells him where the gun is and how to take it apart and then hide it. And the angel tells him where to hide the different parts of the gun, like in his
Im-
room. And it's like, oh,
Imagine suddenly
no,
his
this is not
mom
a good
has my
hiding spot.
gun.
It's way too obvious, shit like that. But it's like the moment you realize that it's not actually the supernatural is not the bad guy here, but it's actually all about his dad abusing him. You're like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, in that moment. It's just the realization that hits you all at once like a train.
Oof. That's it definitely hits different, I would say. By the way, let me head over to the other base and transfer the pals again to you. Okay. Interesting. Apparently, like, for the wandering merchant that we captured and is walking around the base, like, the animations haven't loaded properly yet for me. So he was like in his sleeping position, but already sliding around on the ground.
Yeah, it happens to me much like more often. I think because you're the host. Like a lot of I see a lot of weird shit in this game of
Yeah.
animations and people being invisible and stuff. Okay, gimme. Oh, I accidentally threw a sphere. Good thing it was a blue one. Okay, these
Oops.
are not the new ones done here. Oh, this is level one. What is he doing
Yeah,
there?
that's one
Get
from an
back.
egg.
Another level 50. Hazelnut.
Oh yeah, also I still have 3 Blasoners in my team.
Oh god, I actually need to put other guys out of this box so it fits.
Yeesh. I thought you cleared like room for those two.
Yeah, but I put a couple, like I put the Necromus in this box, for example, because I thought I could also use it if we don't have enough Jet Dragons.
Oh.
Okay, so 1,
So
2, 3,
how are
4,
the
5,
numbers?
6. So that's 11 Jet Dragons that are usable and 12 Blasphemous that are usable. And then 3 Jet Dragons that are level 1.
Yeah, but those are used for condensing.
Yeah, 1 more level 1 Jet Dragon and you can get your first condensed one. Also, we
Yeah,
should
we
get
would
these
need
guys
some.
some cake.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Actually, look, we have a lot of how you call it, the bread, the toast. I guess we have a lot of toast. I make more
Yeah.
toast. Oh, we don't have any flour. Yeah, we need some flour, but then I can just make more toast. And the guys here at the base are not eating that much, so we could just say no ingredients in the box anymore. If we just keep making them toast, so they don't end
Yeah,
up
I
eating
guess.
anything.
Yeah, that's an option.
Okay, I just got more flour. Oh yeah, we can make a lot of flour. Nice.
Ooh, that's definitely a lot.
Okay,
No,
okay. Let me see
today
how much toast I can make. Because I would
today
say
won't
toast
be
comes first for now.
yeah,
So, toast.
but today won't be such a long stream as we usually do because I have to get up early tomorrow.
What's the deal tomorrow?
Yeah, because of my appointment.
Ah, okay. What the fuck? There's a secondary. What are you doing
Oh.
here, buddy? You weirdo. There's another guy. Look, we already got one of
Yeah.
you. You don't need to be here. Leave. Leave now. I already took off my ring. Okay, that's also an option.
I'm just mining the shit out of him. Give me content.
They came.
Damn.
Right. Okay, so 12 usable jet dragon. No, not 12.
Wait, what are
What was
live
it?
ones
11.
doing here?
Mm.
No, I can't
Actually, now
see.
we actually have 13 if you count in the guys that are breeding right now. 13 jet dragons.
True.
I forgot to count those.
Damn.
So that's pretty good. 13.
Yeah, I got
If you have, wait,
11 spheres.
1, 2, 3,
We should
4,
be able
5,
to
6.
go for
1,
another
2,
round
3,
already.
4, 5. 6 by 5, that's 30. One box holds 30 guys.
Yeah, but
But
we
I
can
don't
only
think we
place
need
20
30
at the
guys.
same
Honestly,
time.
like if we got 20 jet dragons, or like even if,
Yeah,
I don't
that's...
know, like if we got a couple more jet dragons, we could at least try, right? Like we can set
Yeah,
aside the stuff that we need to rebuild the base in case it goes south.
true.
Okay, let's see what we need for more spheres. Or do you have enough?
I have 11.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna look anyways. Okay, we need aluminium. Aluminum.
Usual.
Aluminum. I can make 38. Okay, let me make it. Whatever.
Yeah,
Once we get back, it might be done.
true. I mean, should be as long as the right pal is doing it.
Maybe you need to give your
Nice.
pet some names. I mean, disappointment is there, but you know, maybe a jet dragon wants to be more than a jet dragon.
Yeah, let me think. What could I give him as a name? Lufthansa.
Jesus Christ. German wings.
Ryanair.
Okay, so you're saying he's cheap, huh? I mean, Ryanair ain't even that bad, honestly. I flew with him, was nothing bad happened. and
I
wasn't
flew with
like a
them
bad
to
flight either.
Romania, and it was good.
Yeah, I mean it's cheap, but it's not that noticeable. I mean, you see that the plane doesn't look fancy, but
Yeah.
it's not noticeable in like the immediate quality. Like I think on my yeah,
How?
I think I even got food once. Did I? I'm not sure anymore. I took a
Mm,
Ryanair. Yeah, I took one to London, but I don't remember if I. No, I think we didn't get food because it wasn't even an hour long. But it was still good. It
damn.
was a good, normal, like average flight experience. I mean, obviously, nothing can amount to Emirates because Emirates is fucking like mega. Even though I haven't flown with Singapore Air and I haven't flown with any of the Japanese airlines because I haven't been to Japan, but
Yeah.
Singapore Air is the number one on the rankings, and I think
Hmm.
Emirates is number two or three, and number the other ones are both Japanese, I think.
Oh,
I think at least
interesting.
two Japanese airlines are on the top
Mother.
10, which is pretty cool.
This asshole is being cocky.
No, fuck you, Blazemut. Fuck you in particular. You little asshole. You little
I'm down
runt.
to
Look at yourself.
4 now.
Oh, well, shit. Do you wanna make
Bruh.
more before we try the jet dragon? Just in
Yeah,
case.
probably.
Okay. Well, I really do want to
Man.
fly with Singapore Air once. It's so surprising how Singapore is like number one in so many things, even though it's a really, really small country. It's literally a city state, but it's
Well.
number one in so many spaces. Like, also, best airport was also Singapore for a long time. I think they got taken over by some other one. Um, what was the other one called? Not Dubai, but the other one was like really similar to Dubai. Um, where
Not
they had
sure.
the huh?
Not sure.
The last Olympics. Do you remember? Ah,
Oh, the
Qatar.
last Olymp.
Qatar.
Ah, Qatar.
Yeah, because Qatar also has like a really cool airport. I think I'm not sure if they took number one ever, but I don't know if they took up Singapore. But Singapore was number one for a very long time. I think Qatar
Hmm.
might be number one right now with like how good the airport is. Good. Best airport in the world. I mean, I can speak on Singapore myself. The Singapore airport is so nice. It looks so
Oh.
pretty, and there's so much to do there. Even though it's just a fucking airport, but there's so much to do. They got a whole
Oh.
mall. They got a mall next to the airport, and it's so nice. Okay, wait a minute. I don't agree with these airports. What the fuck? Number one is Singapore. Makes total sense. Hamad International Airport. I don't know where that is. Uh,
Hmm.
Let me look it up right now.
Yes.
The Hamad Airport is. Where the fuck is that? Oh, it's the Qatar one. Yeah, okay. So the Qatar airport is number two. It looks pretty. I haven't been in there, but yeah, it looks fine. Honestly, though, still a big step down from Singapore Airport, just because Singapore Airport is so like green and okay, there's a lot of trees in the Hamad Airport as well, which is funny for a country that's mostly desert. But
Sure.
yeah, it looks pretty, but it doesn't compare to Singapore. I'm very sorry. Um, the third one is actually the Haneda Airport, the Tokyo International, which makes sense, even though from the pictures and videos I've seen, it doesn't look all too interesting. Like
Hmm.
it surely is a good airport, like quality wise and everything. But you know you can only go as far with quality, right? Right. But the
Yeah.
what puts the Singapore airport on top is that the Singapore airport has a lot of shit to do for you, and there's entertainment, there's shopping, there's a lot of fucking
Yeah.
food places everywhere. That's what sets it apart from other airports. Obviously, you
Damn.
don't need that. Like, quality is always number one. But if you have top quality, you need to find something else to set yourself apart.
Yeah.
I haven't seen much from the Haneda airport, but maybe they do got that. I have to look at pictures. But Number 3 is actually Incheon International Airport. I think that's South Korea. Let me look it up. I think it was South Korea. It might also be Japan. I'm stupid like that. No, it's Korea. Okay, bless you.
Oh, thanks.
Is it? It should be Seoul, but I'm not sure if it's Seoul or Busan. Oh, tell me please. Where is Incheon? Where are you? Can I go to maps or something? Oh yeah. Let me go to Wikipedia. Bless you.
Yes, thank you.
Stupid. It even
Oh
says
wait, I missed one.
distance to. Okay, it's Seoul. Yeah, okay, that makes the most sense, obviously. It's Seoul. Now, I don't agree with this one. The number 5 is Paris, Charles de Gaulle, or Charles de Gaulle,
Charles
whatever,
de
you know what I
Gaulle,
mean.
yeah.
Hell no. Definitely not. So, such a no. The Dubai one and the Istanbul one are both better than Charles de Gaulle. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, France, but your airport is not that great.
Can't
Obviously,
really tell.
like,
I mean,
it's
I'm
not.
flying too low of amount.
It's, yeah, but it's not bad, you know. But I mean, we're comparing the best of the best right now, right? And Charles de Gaulle is not the best of the best, man. Like, it's a big airport. Um, but the last time I went there was, wait, where did I go? Oh, right, I came from Cuba. The last time I went there, uh, there was a lot of like construction shit, which obviously that happens, that's fine. But
Yeah.
it was so misleading at some points, the construction stuff. They just put a bunch of uh like fake walls there to point you in your direction, but you couldn't really figure out the direction from that. So I had to ask people, and asking like northern French people is always a pain in the ass if you're a tourist because they just don't like you or they don't want to speak English, I guess. I don't know. At least I'm not racist, but that's the feeling I get. Okay, it's not. I don't hate them, but uh, yeah, but no, that doesn't put them on number one. Also, the all the food places and stuff, none of them are bad, but they all give a similar vibe to all the ones in Germany, which are also not bad, but also all not interesting. So like to be in the top 10, you have to be interesting beyond just being of good quality, right? So
Yeah.
this airport for me is average. The Istanbul airport, much prettier, much better food. I mean, I didn't really eat there much because it's way too expensive. But they offer shit like baklava and interesting stuff, and they have like fancy stuff. Like
Yeah.
there's nice lighting and everything looks kind of pretty. So Istanbul, I would put Istanbul over there. Munich airport, I
Actually,
haven't been to Munich.
would
I
have
haven't
been
been
a
to
bad idea to
Zurich.
talk about food too. My stomach is
Oh,
like
Narita.
having that feeling again of you need to eat something even though I ate something.
Then go grab something. You need to eat more anyways.
Yeah, I'm looking right now if I got something. Oh, my
So
snack stash only
number
got
nine.
chocolate. Oh man.
Two number nines. But number 9 is Narita. That's Japan again, but I don't know. Oh,
We
that's also Tokyo.
let me check
Tokyo
the
has two
fridge again
airports. What
really
do you
quick.
need that from? Madrid, I haven't been there. Vienna, I haven't been there. Helsinki, I haven't been there. Rome, no, hell no. I've been to the Rome airport. The one time I went there, it looked dirty. I mean, I might be wrong. It was a long time ago, but I can't imagine. And then number 17 is Dubai International Airport. Sorry, but the Dubai airport is like way beyond the Rome airport. Like, come on, bro. You can't put the Dubai airport under the Munich airport. I haven't been to the Munich airport, but I've been to almost all other airports in Germany, and they're all nothing special. Like, come on, bro. Dubai is way better. Not just because it's Dubai, but the airport is really big and they got a lot of stuff.
Oh. And I
I
just
don't know.
checked my fridge and I haven't really found anything nice to eat.
Come on, man. There's gotta be something. Doesn't have to be nice. Just have to fill your tummy.
I mean,
This is
I
that
could
one
eat
in
a block of
Japan.
Parmesan cheese.
Yeah, eat it. Eat it. You're Italian. You have to eat that.
Partially
Also,
Italian, yeah.
there's a third Japanese airport. Um,
Oh,
the Kansai Airport. It's number 15. But you know which city? This time not Tokyo. Tokyo only has two.
I mean, I don't know.
You want to go to Japan? Tell me the next important city other than Tokyo. Like the other city that people want to go to. Not Kyoto because
Uh,
it's too close. You wouldn't need another airport for that.
Akihabara?
No. Why? Why do you think Akihabara is more famous than this other city that we are
I
talking about?
just thought it's also a big name.
Nuh-uh. Come on, man.
Uh, Brain. uh, Shit.
Look, the most important city. Oh, fuck. The most important cities in Japan are on the main island, right? You have Tokyo, then you have
Yeah.
Kyoto, and Kyoto is the like the big like the cultural center. But Kyoto is a bit close to Tokyo, so I don't think it has a big airport. I don't think it has an airport at all, but it might have. But if it does,
Mm.
it's not big. But then
Mm-hmm.
if you go north from Tokyo, the biggest city for young people in Japan, right? Like Tokyo is obviously like the big city, but there's another city that's like referred to as the city for like students and other young people in Japan. They go there to party and to study, I guess. It's a very international city
Oh.
also. Come on, man, you know it. You're the Japanese dude. You like Japan.
Maybe I know it, but
Come on, man. You can do it.
you act like I can remember everything.
Yeah, you can. All two people in this stream believe in you.
Let me use my cursed technique. Google.
No, you're not Googling shit, brother. Because I already got Google
Man,
open. I can just tell you if you want to Google.
man, just tell me and I can tell you if I know it or not.
Nah, you can guess.
Bruh.
Well, if you don't know the city, then I don't know how to help you, bro. Like, come on,
Man,
that's
maybe I
very, very
know it, but I
small.
can't remember it.
It's an important city. It's a bit more, not north.
Kugumi.
Sorry, I said north from Tokyo. It's south from Tokyo, obviously. Like, if you
Because
go, like, if you
I
look at a
have a
map and you
degree
go
in
down, that's south.
geography.
But you know, Tokyo is like more south than it's not right in the
What?
middle.
Instead of Google, let me just open maps.
No, you're not opening maps. That's
Why
cheating.
not? Man, I mean, you're telling me it's north of Tokyo because I
No,
fucking
south,
know
south, south,
everything.
south, not south, south. There's not much northern from Tokyo. It's like stuff is like villages get small north from Tokyo. I mean, there's some big stuff, but all the important cities are south from Tokyo.
Wait. Ah, fuck.
It starts with an O. I mean, in our Roman alphabet, it does start with an O.
Oh.
O. O.
Oh.
Come on. Who wants to plan a trip to Japan doesn't even know the city. It's
Then
crazy.
just give me another letter.
O. The last letter is an A.
Instead of just saying the second one, come on.
Yeah, that would be too easy. What are you talking about? Come on. You can do it.
I'm more interested on visiting the Tokyo German village.
No, you're not. Stop it. You're interested in learning about Japanese
Wait a
culture. We will
second.
start with geography.
There's a place called Saitama.
Yeah, of course there is.
Präfektur Saitama.
But it's northern, right? It's on the northern island, the island north
No,
from
it's
Tokyo,
it's
not
above it's above Tokyo.
Yeah, then it is northern from Tokyo, but it's not on the northern island. I thought it was the island above. Come on, man.
You
Southern from
said
Tokyo. Stop
south.
looking at maps.
Man, what do you expect me to
I
do?
expect you to not cheat.
Yeah,
Have
but
some
what
honor.
if I know the name but I cannot remember it?
Have some honor. You may have honor.
Well, then give me another letter. So wait. Actually,
Okay, the
let me
second
write
letter is
down.
S.
Wait. So
O, S, and the last letter is A. O, S, A. Look, there's only 2 other letters. I can't give you another one. I can't give you the whole word.
I'm looking at it. I know that I feel like I've seen it. The name. Wait. Osaka.
Yeah, finally. But you had to look it up. Cheapskate.
No, I have not looked it up.
Liar. You were on Google
No,
Maps.
no.
Nuh-uh.
The funny thing is, I couldn't
Nuh-uh.
even find anything on maps with O
No.
and with O at the start
No,
because I looked
I'm
north
guessing
and not south.
I'm guessing you subconsciously glanced over it and that's why you know.
No, I looked at the book. Well, like I wrote down the letters and I'm looking at the empty 2 spots and be like, man, I'm pretty sure I've heard that before. Gee. Just
But you know
shows
Osaka is
again.
really important, right?
Yeah,
It's
but I
the
don't
like
remember why.
student city. It's the young city. But you know they walk on the other side of the not escalator, the what do you
The
call it?
road?
The automated staircase.
No,
You know what
it's
I
an
mean?
escalator.
Is it my escalator is
You,
like a lift. Or not? Whatever. You know what I mean.
wait,
They
let
walk on the
me.
other side of the
I'm pretty sure they're
escalator in
called
Osaka.
escalators. But why?
I don't know why. It's a cultural thing.
Wait.
There's also a different dialect in Osaka. I mean, like not completely different. Like you would still understand people. Where I think in Osaka it was like they talk a bit more casually. I think that
Oh,
comes from a lot of young people going there, obviously. At least that's what I heard because I haven't been
escalator.
there.
Yeah, it's escalator.
Really, I thought
Yeah.
escalator was also referring to lift, and
No, that's
that's
just
just.
a lift.
I thought
Maybe
lift,
it's.
elevator, and escalator are the same thing, but whatever.
Uh, I mean, in the end, a lot of words have different meanings, but well, they are not as used, I
Well, the
guess.
more you know, right? And now you know Osaka. Next time we're doing Hiroshima and Nagasaki,
Bruh, man. Nah.
the American special.
The American special, no. Damn, what the fuck?
Now they really like these places, from what I've heard.
I mean, why don't you just straight up go to Pearl Harbor?
Yeah, but that's in America. That's boring.
Well, oh.
Crazy how mad they get actually. Americans. It's just kind of petty, honestly. Like,
I
sorry,
mean,
but
they get
if you
angry
throw,
if they don't have enough corn on their buns.
I mean, come on, bro. Like, if you throw 2 big bombs, okay, never mind. The bombs were after that, but still, like, if you talk, if you have the discussion now, right? As an American, if you're talking to like a Japanese person, you're not allowed to be mad about Pearl Harbor because what the fuck you did is so much worse. Like, damn, bro. You need to
Yeah,
chill, bro, actually. I mean,
that's
throwing
crazy.
atomic weapons, nuclear weapons is like so like you're not only destroying something, you're literally cursing it, right? It's like Jujutsu Kaisen
Yeah.
again. You're
You
putting a
can't use
curse.
that area for a long
You,
time,
you're
depending
putting
on
a
how
curse
strong it
on a
is.
fucking city. Like you're putting a curse on somewhere where millions of people could have lived. You're just like, nope. You need to wait a few decades. Fuck you. Like that's so evil. Like
What
it's evil enough
is...
to just kill a bunch of people, but you're not just killing them. You're not allowing future generations to ever live there for
Yeah, and also
like
to
more
destroy the
generations.
nature. Yeah.
This is stupid, man. This is crazy.
I mean, I don't even get the... Why do we still need atom bombs? I mean,
I mean, still need we never needed those, but
yeah, but
we're
yet
just
we
on
have
that.
them.
No, I mean it's because for wagering, right? Like
Yeah, like it's all...
you just say, okay,
I
if
mean,
you don't do what I
the whole
want, I can
thing
destroy
with...
everything.
I mean, in the end, the whole thing with who got the best weapons is basically just the same thing with who got the longest.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, except that if you got the longest one, that doesn't mean you can kill the other person.
Yeah, but I mean, it's more like to show that, well, I guess they're superior in some way.
Yeah, it's more or less just
Yeah, it's just an old
like
metaphor.
a like a safety thing. Like, okay, if you destroy us, we could destroy you, so you cannot
Yeah, I mean,
destroy us,
with the
which is like,
safety
yeah,
thing, I
just
mean,
fake safety.
if one side fires them off, the other side fires them off too, but the
Yeah,
end result is basically the whole world is fucked.
yeah, but it's safety. Like there is a sense of safety born from that because nobody wants their stuff to get destroyed, so they can't destroy other stuff because
I mean,
destroying the other one immediately means that you're destroying yourself too.
I would be
So there
happy if we
is,
would have safety without even having the danger. Like, what if you would keep safety mechanisms but dismantle all the atomic bombs? So, in
yeah, but
case
those are the safety
some...
mechanisms though.
Yeah, I mean, like, keep the safety mechanisms in case of, I don't know, terrorists building a atomic bomb and wanting to fire them off, that the
Yeah, but
safety mechanisms still
and
can
keep
do
it
stuff.
keeping the safety mechanisms. The atomic bombs are the safety mechanisms in that case.
Yeah, but I mean, like, safety mechanisms in case of, like, destroying them before they can reach the target or something like that.
I mean, we all do have that. We all do have anti-air weaponry and anti-missile and stuff. The question is just how much, I guess. Because
Hmm.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's enough. But I mean, it's not about terrorists because terrorists don't use atomic weapons anyways. They
Actually,
rely on guerrilla tactics.
now that I'm thinking about it, like, when you fire off a rocket, like an atomic rocket,
Mm.
it needs to fly for quite a while to reach the destination. Like, if you would
It
shoot it
depends.
from, I mean, if you would shoot from Russia to the USA.
Yeah, that takes time. But that's why
Yeah.
Russia stationed their weapons in Cuba, which is right in front of the USA.
Now I'm
They're not
like
there anymore,
one.
I think. But
Hmm.
they did in the Cold War.
Now I'm actually like wondering, like, oh fuck, if you have uh something that can fly, that is has a higher speed than the atomic rocket, could you intercept it and
You want to
maybe...
fly it back?
No, I mean, like if you would have something that is faster than the rocket and also has, like, I don't know, something like a big magnetic field on the lower side, for example, you could technically like fly above it and just, I guess, attach it
Yeah, but try that. Like, how? You
and
would
maybe
need
fly
a
it
very
somewhere where
strong
it's safe.
electromagnetic field, right? Because you can't use a
Yeah,
normal magnet because then you wouldn't be able to get the rocket out of the rocket station if it has a magnetic field the
yeah,
whole time. So you need an electromagnetic field. Then you also need to be able to not detonate, but execute the electromagnetic field remotely, right? Because you need to time it, so it can like activate above the rocket. So you need because the rockets aren't. I don't think they are controlled, right? They know their destination, but you don't remote control the rockets, right? So I don't know if we even have the remote control technology for that, but even if we do, you need a rocket that's faster than actually not faster, way faster, because you don't have to match the
I
speed. You
I
have
mean,
to
it depends
actually
on the direction too.
yeah, but you can't station your anti-atomic weaponry inside Russia because they wouldn't let you.
Yeah,
So and then like imagine you need to find out about the rocket, right? Because
yeah,
you I don't know if you would know that they fired the rocket right when they do. You probably would find out like a few seconds later, maybe, or maybe even a few minutes. And if you take into account the speed of the rocket, a few minutes is a lot of kilometers. Then you need something that is fast enough to first take over, not take over, like uh, find the rocket, I guess, like fast enough to catch
yeah.
the rocket. Then you need to match the speed of the rocket, and that's also really finicky because you can't just like touch the rocket bluntly, because if you touch it the wrong way, it will also like explode. So you kind of need to like whatever kind of rocket you're flying with the magnet needs to be very, very careful. And
True.
then you have to like execute the field. But I couldn't even tell you if the field, the magnetic field, or like the impact that is caused by attracting the rocket magnetically. I don't even know if the impact might trigger the rocket to explode. Right? But even if that doesn't happen, then what do you do with a rocket?
I mean, technically, like, uh, atomic stuff only works if they have a detonator, like, something that causes the primary explosion so that the whole chain reaction will happen.
Yeah, but the rocket
But
should trigger that on impact, right?
yeah, so if it can't impact, it
Yeah, but it
shouldn't
would
happen.
impact with your secondary magnetic rocket.
Yeah,
It
but I
would
mean,
impact
like,
with that.
my guess is impacts usually happen like the tip touches the ground.
I don't think it doesn't have to be the tip. I think
Hmm.
it just has to. It has to send a ripple through the rocket, I would
Or may
assume.
I mean,
But
with
then
that
again,
logic,
you know
the
the
rocket
two
could
parts
also
in the rocket,
explode.
right?
Hmm.
The two parts in the rocket that connect, right? And if they connect, you trigger the detonation, right? What if those two
Yeah.
parts are also magnetic? Then you
Ooh.
touch this with a very, very strong electromagnet, and then you cause them to explode.
I mean, but with the same logic, they could also explode if they just hit something in the air while flying like a bird.
Well, they definitely fly higher than birds.
I guess. But I
Like
mean,
planes do as well.
imagine plane saves a whole country because it got crashed by a fucking atom bomb or atom rocket. Well, I mean, there would still be a lot of radiation in the air that would move around. Ugh. Smells
That
like
too. And
acid
then
rain to
imagine the
me.
radiation would be carried by the clouds and then rain down
Yeah,
on you.
let's go acid rain, and not the good
Yeah,
type.
I don't think we want that.
Nah.
So that's not like even then, like if you had anti-air and you shoot the rocket in the air, that's also fucked. Like atomic weapons are really just fucked all the way.
Yeah. It's well, it's I guess it's humanity in the end. Can't really do anything about it. I mean, the risk. that there is if somebody starts to dismantle their rockets, the risk is really high that the other ones be like, no, fuck you, or just be like, yeah, now we can shoot without having to worry about anything.
But you know, I think Russia has over 10,000 nuclear warheads. So,
Man,
it's
that's
a mess.
already like way too much.
Yeah, obviously. It's not like that's the point. You're not dealing with one rocket. You're dealing with over
Yeah,
10,000. It's
I
like
mean,
Goku's power level.
yeah, I mean, in my eyes, it would have been enough if people managed to build one, then they can say, yeah, we achieved to build one, and achievement gotten stuff, and that would have been
Yeah, but you
enough.
know
But
Russia.
no, why do you fucking need 10,000? I mean, do you really, do you really be like,
That's like
yeah?
you with the
So if
pals
we,
though. You have level 50, but you still wanted to get every pal 10 times. You're no
yeah,
different
because I
from
thought
Russia,
it could have
okay?
been the secret achievement, but well, we found
Yeah,
out
and
it was
Russia's
not.
secret achievement is world domination.
To be honest, for me, it feels like, well, if we go down, we take the whole Earth with us.
I mean, I think that's pretty much the deal.
Yeah,
I
that's how
think
it
that's probably it.
feels. Imagine you just casually live your chill life, maybe open field, nice house and stuff, and you just get the news like, yeah, so somebody stupid pulled a stupid move and
Welcome to Fallout.
sent a rocket to Russia, and now Russia be like, yeah, everybody's gonna die now.
I mean, honestly, like, that's your average Ukrainian citizen right now. They just woke up
Uh,
one day and were like, oh yeah, actually, Russia's doing a war with you. And they're probably like,
true.
why? We are small. We are not a superpower. You are a superpower. Why would you do this?
But
It's
I mean,
literally
even
like
if
if you're in
Fallout,
an MMO and you're overleveled and you just
true.
like take missions that are way under your level requirement. Like
I mean,
that's what they're
even if
doing. It's
Fallout
fucked
would
up.
happen, I would. I'm not so sure if. Uh, I don't think we really have any good bunkers.
We do have bunkers, but Fallout is still very optimistic. Like nobody
Yeah,
would get used to radiation that easily. Many people would die from like cancer and shit, and like shit would
and
get way worse. And people also are way worse. Like people in Fallout are already mean, but I think they still
yeah.
underestimate like how evil some people are.
And to be honest, like, not everybody can have a shelter that has enough stuff to self-sustain for a while. I mean, like, water might not be that hard as long as you got something with water purification going on in your bunker. Energy could get a little tough over time, but well, food, well, I
Which
mean,
eat the other
planting
guys.
stuff is kind of hard to do. I mean, okay, potatoes are like their own
Potato, potato.
type of plant. I mean, they start growing and don't stop until they find their soil. And otherwise, your only real option is like canned food, and depending on what you have, that all would also only be like good for a few
I
years.
mean, there are definitely people that could survive. Obviously, not the people
Yeah,
that are saying it. Like all the people that are like saving up shit and have these contingency plans. Those people would probably not survive. They are weirdos. But which rich people, obviously, right? Like rich people would survive.
yeah,
Like
like they
money
just get
can
their
buy anything.
tickets for something.
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean it's the same in
and
Fallout.
then there
The
are
rich people
those
go into the vaults.
And then there are those DIY bunkers where I'm just wondering, like,
Yeah, hell no.
how deep do you actually
They don't
have
do
to
shit.
build one so that you're safe? Like,
Yeah,
wow, I'm
exactly.
5 meter underground. I'm not sure if that is actually enough.
I mean, we do have a lot of war bunkers, and all the bunkers have very thick walls. I don't think you need to be like super deep to to like run away from the radiation. I'm not sure how much radiation is generated there. Um, but generally, if you have a lot of how's black called in English?
Lead,
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 right?
lead.
If you manage to put a lot of lead or like another like very dense metal between you and the radiation, you should be fine for a long time.
I
Let's
mean,
say a little bit of radiation leaks through. That's not that bad. I mean, you might
isn't
have a
concrete
lot more
also
cancer.
doing a lot of stuff?
Yeah, but not nearly as good as lead. I mean, lead is literally it's so dense that it's so heavy, even in small
Yeah.
amounts.
I mean,
But it's also poisonous. So like,
what you could
you can't have too much
technically
lead
do.
because people would get lead poisoning.
I mean, what you could technically do as a safety measure with lead, like depending on how crazy you want to go, so you basically have the normal concrete structure and either an outer or an inner or both layers around the concrete
Yeah,
structure
but
you
that's
put
expensive
another
as
lead
hell.
layer.
I mean,
Yeah, I
imagine how much lead
mean,
you would need for a big bunker. But I
yeah, I
think like
mean,
just being like deep, not deep, but like a couple 100 meters maybe, or like 100 meters inside the earth.
yeah,
That will do. Like
that's already
radiation,
hard to do. I mean,
100
imagine
meters.
building the elevator for that in your garden.
I mean, yeah, you're not
That's
building it in your garden. I mean, a lot
yeah,
of people would use old war bunkers. We do have a lot of old war bunkers. The main problem is we have a lot of bunkers, but you can never have enough bunkers to contain everyone. I mean, we do have a problem with
yeah,
overpopulation. We literally don't have enough houses for people. Why would we have enough underground houses for people if we don't have enough overground houses for people? Like, it's obvious that not everyone can survive.
yeah. It's not really optimistic in the end, and that's pretty obvious. It's just yikes. It's it really feels like when Fallout is happening, it's basically just back to survival of the fittest, but extreme. Yeah. Let's just pray that this will never happen because, well, we're probably not gonna survive that since we don't really have anywhere to go for that when that happens.
I guess we need to make our own contingency plan. We're just gonna become ghouls, but smart ghouls. And we're
Yeah, I
gonna become
mean,
manhunters,
I feel
like in
like
the series.
that's going to be pretty RNG.
Yeah, that's true. We just gotta believe in ourselves, okay? It's the power of friendship.
Your inner power, just while you're turning, you just have to be mentally strong and be like, no, this is not how I'm going to end. Bro, imagine this is how it works. You can survive everything as long as you're mentally strong. That would be
We just
interesting.
believe in becoming ghoul. We
Imagine
reject
your
modernity,
head getting
embrace
chopped
ghoul.
off. No, this is not how I'm going to die.
Honestly, when you start watching Jujutsu Kaisen, that shit happens. Not the head chopped off, but similar.
I mean,
People like
technically,
die or almost die and are just like, but I believe in myself. And then they don't die. That's so like actually
uh,
I even forgot about that. There are like at least like like at least 2 or 3 cases of people that honestly should have died and then they had some weird ass plot armor. Like I can't
uh,
spoiler you everything, but it literally
yeah,
happens in the first half of the second season. Like, oh my god, I'm happy he returned, and I'm happy he's not dead. It would have been a very boring show without him, I think. But
yeah.
it as much as I like the character, okay, the way he returned was fucking stupid. I don't know if you're gonna agree with me, and he's got a reason for it, right? He was like he's saying like, oh yeah, the moment literally every other anime does that, right? But it's like, oh, the moment you hit me, I concentrated all my power only on healing. That's why I was able to survive. Bro, that is so fucking stupid.
The
Because in the moment it didn't look like he was doing that. That's the first flaw. And the second flaw is like, are you saying that in any given fight, if you just concentrate on healing, you're technically invincible? So you could, so if you continue that train of thought, right, you
hmm.
could win every fight not by overpowering your opponent. You could fight against an infinitely powerful opponent by just waiting for them to be out of stamina or out of curse energy, but just
Damn.
being like, oh yeah, I'm concentrating on not dying right now. Like, come on, bro. That's
Kinda
stupid.
reminds me of a clip scene I once saw with like the what was it called, MCU, with Batman, Superman, Flash.
No, that's the
Uh,
DCU.
yeah, DC Universe, like the cartoon show version, where basically, do you have you heard of the name Reverse Flash?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
Reverse Flash
basic.
is something else.
Hello,
I know he got
hello.
shot in the head, yeah.
Yeah, that one, like, and he just concentrated at that very moment everything that he could do. But well, I mean, with the yeah, no, I'm not going to die. The same thing also happened with at the end with Attack on Titan with Eren.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't
Like,
watch that. I watched the first season and the second season kind of bored me.
yeah,
I
like,
know it's good in the end, but I don't know. I can't muster up the motivation to watch through the second season again.
like, like he needed to get into contact with what was his name again, Zeke again, so that they could start the rumbling and all the titans that were inside the walls. And while he was running in his normal form because he was out of power to use his titan form, this child just casually uses basically a fucking anti-titan 50 cal sniper and shot his head clean off his body. You just see his head being like, what just happened face, spinning around. And because before his consciousness could fade away, I guess Zeke touched his head and you
Spinning.
just see his spine connecting to his body and he was back alive again.
Oh nah, that's so stupid. I don't even understand why they put that in. Oh, look, what was up?
Yeah, indeed, what's
Brain
up?
stimulation. Wait, look. Okay, how about
Wait, brain
the stuff that you are
stimulation?
learning, right? That should stimulate your brain.
You're learning math? You're learning your
Oh
math?
my god, she finds AOT overrated. I agree. Okay, I haven't seen it, but I still agree. I saw the first season and I liked it. Then I
I
waited for
mean,
the second season. I watched half of the second season. No, I think I watched the whole second season and I got so bored that I just dropped it. Imagine being that bored. And I watched through the whole first season of Jujutsu Kaisen. I was very, very bored, okay?
what do you
Math,
think
who do you think
I
I am? Maybe me. Maybe you are me today. Maybe learn math. What are you doing in math? Tell me. I can help
Did
you.
you do your math today?
I know everything about math. I don't, but let's pretend I do.
Damn.
The fuck is diagnostics? Wait, what are you in school for? Who are you diagnosing with what?
Imagine, like, so this guy.
If it's cancer, just say they're gonna die because they probably will at some point. We all
So you
will.
need to
So
diagnose if somebody looks good or bad?
wait, what? I'm confused right now. I need to read the chat. Give me a second.
I'm just a girl in makeup
Okay,
school. I don't
you
need math.
we are the brain stimulation. Okay, she said we are the brain stimulation. I agree. Um, then she says math. Who do you think I am? How did you get to math though? You started the math thing. I'm confused
No,
now.
I was
She
like,
said
did
math
you.
first.
No,
I'm
actually
I'm
not. I was like, did you do your math today? Because of last time.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I need some money. You wanna hire me for math? I will never start talking about. If you ever do, you know I'm right behind you. If you do, like,
I
I'm
mean,
calling you out.
technically, you could also get money for being maybe cosmetical guinea pig.
No,
Just casually
I'm
walking
not
up
doing
to
that.
you, hey yo, I got a new kind of lipstick. Let's check it out.
So cosmetology. So hold up, I'm confused right now. What are you learning in school? Your subject is diagnostics, but you're learning makeup. What are you diagnosing people with an ugly face?
I'm sorry, but your face is
We're learning about
unsavable.
with diagnostics in makeup school. So like, someone comes to you, you're like, you have to tell them if they need like a facelift or not. You just be like, yeah, you need about like 1 liter of makeup. This person, no, they're pretty. They don't need makeup. It's fine.
Imagine like like cosmetics doctors. Yeah, so your face looks ugly. Here prescription or 10 liters of this shit. Damn. Good thing something like this does not exist.
No, on a serious note,
Does
though,
it?
what the fuck are you doing? You're doing makeup, but you learn diagnostics. Like, give me the deets. Give me the tea. Spill it.
Hmm,
Spill
I
the
guess it
tea
could
in
work
my face.
for
Hot tea.
deciding what kind of stuff you need for certain types of acne, maybe?
Well, are you going to makeup school or is she? Also, isn't that dermatology then?
Yeah, true.
Look how long she takes, man.
Man.
Her fingers are like,
Oh. Oh!
okay, okay, okay.
Action. I see acne.
Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. So, so this dermatology, I was right. So you're like, you want to be a
Oh.
dermatologist, but your NC was too bad. Is it that?
Well, maybe you can help me with my skin.
Your what? Your skill?
My skin, cause I have,
Now you're
cause
beyond
acne
saving, don't
annoys me.
worry.
What you mean? No, I don't want to have acne forever, man.
It's fine.
Man, I want to get rid of this shit. Maybe smaller pores and stuff. I don't know.
Hauptschulabschluss. Girl, how about you go and make your Abitur and I will help you on math if you do. Physics too if you need.
Getting back to that again. I mean, physics only works if you also choose physics. I mean,
Yeah, I
there's
mean,
also
you're gonna have like a
chemistry
cup.
and biology.
So wait, so what? You just you. Hmm,
I already work.
hmm. Well,
Counter
yeah, but you can't
argument.
be a dermatologist, right? Like not a doctor at least. You're just gonna be a dermatologist,
Can you
like
really just
helping person.
be? Can you really just be a doctor if you have Abitur?
Yeah, you gotta study. I mean, not all doctors are doctors, right? Like not every like doctor in the literal sense has a doctor's title. Like my dad is a dentist. You would call him a doctor, but he doesn't have a doctor's title. Way too
I thought your
complicated. Come on,
father
man.
has
I
a
know you
med
can do it.
title,
Wait, what?
like something that you sometimes see behind the doctor title, like the MED.
Yeah, no, that's a different title, I think. Like the doctor title, the DR title, is
Yeah,
an exam that you have to write, and you can write that exam in like anything. Like you can be a doctor of the German language. Doesn't
yeah.
mean that you can help people with cancer, because nobody can. Oh, but you know what I mean, right? You can be a doctor in any kind of
What
shitty topic.
was MED again then?
It stands for medical, I
Yeah,
think.
but what do you have to do for that?
I don't know. Probably just like a doctor's license.
I mean,
I
like
mean,
some doctors. Yeah.
when you become a doctor, you're like a private doctor first, to get your Kassenlizenz, aka the license to basically treat anybody, you have to work 2 years in a practice first.
Yeah, I mean, doctor titles can get weird. I mean, then there are some people who just be like, doctor, 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 doctor.
Yeah, but that's cool though. If you see that, you know that guy had a lot of free time.
Either that or he
Was very
chose like
dedicated.
the easiest ways to get doctor titles. I mean, like I'm pretty sure there are some subjects to get doctor titles that aren't as hard as others.
I mean, you literally kind of have to find out something new. It's not just writing a good essay. It's first of all, it's very long. It has to be very, very, very good. Like it's the cream de la cream, right? Of essays, sort of. And from what I've heard, I think you have to literally find out something new and write about it.
I mean,
I'm
with
not
that
sure if this counts
logic,
for every
at one
subject,
point,
but yeah.
yeah, but at one point we would take basically go out of doctors because I'm pretty sure
Well,
at one point it
not
gets
finding
really
out
hard.
something new doesn't mean it's something important, right? You can find out something new that's like very, very minuscule and doesn't actually matter.
Yeah, but you still gotta
That,
find it
that's
first.
also why doctor title doesn't mean that you're a good doctor, that you're very smart. It just means that you wrote a doctor's essay, okay? But for example,
Yeah,
chirurg, the fuck it, the
chiropractor.
I, no, not chiropractor. He cut out my
Nah.
wisdom teeth. He's not a chiropractor, I
Oh
hope.
wait, yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, but
Okay, yeah.
he has two doctor titles, I think. One for facial, no, yeah, one for like chirurgy in like jaws, like teeth,
Yeah,
jaws, that stuff, and then one for face, because he's also doing face stuff. You know, like when you have like a skin cancer scare in your face, you can cut it out.
yeah. It's it's crazy, like how
Well,
many
look, the
areas
doctors
we
are
have.
stressed because they're bad doctors. Honestly, like no, like I feel like stress is something a person can. I mean, you can have stress even though you're a chill person, but some
Yeah,
people or a lot of people, like especially these doctor guys, are often stressed because it's in their personality to be. Like some people stress about literally nothing. So
I
like,
mean,
or
like,
maybe the doctors you work with are just like, I don't know, maybe they're just stressed, but there are
some
some that are
doctors
not.
are under pressure, especially those that are operating, since, well, one wrong thing and it could end really quickly. And that wouldn't be so nice. And then there are just some who are assholes, like not even telling you that they broke a bone in your when you got operated. That's like a real mature move.
But I mean, what's kind of what would kind of like sadden me if I started the Ausbildung for an Ausbildung. What is Ausbildung? I don't know. But for like, for example, like the help, the only Ausbildung you can start is like a helper. You know, like you help the dentist out, for example. You know,
Hmm.
um, it would kind of make me sad that there's not a long way to go, right? Like there's a lot of things you can do to be better as a helper, but you will never be more than that. I guess many people are fine with that, but I personally wouldn't. I always want
Education,
to have
training, formation.
like a ceiling that is like a large ceiling, I guess. I don't know. Because if you like let's say you become a dentist, right? You could always do more, right? You can be dentist of one practice, but then you could be dentist of a bigger practice and have two more dentists work under you. And then you can make that three dentists. And maybe you buy a second practice. Or maybe you buy an even larger practice and have like 10 dentists working under you, you know? And at some point you're running basically a small hospital just for dentistry, you know?
That's
Like there's a long
crazy.
way to go potentially. You don't have to do it, but you could if you wanted to. But you know, when you're doing the Ausbildung, it's always like you're never in control
Education.
of that. There's just a ceiling that you hit at some point.
The limiter. You need to break
Kind
it.
of. Yeah, I want to break my limiter. Fuck that. Fuck limiters.
Yeah, let's just
Yeah,
take,
running
I
that
don't
shit is
know.
hard. That's true. But I mean, I don't want to be any of that anyways. I want to be like manager. I want to be who I want to be the guy who runs all of that shit, but not the guy who operates because I don't want to go touch people's mouths or other body stuff. I don't want to touch people. I just want to command people. That
I
sounds
mean, isn't
wrong,
it mostly
but
the
you know
case
what I
where
mean.
the guy who controls it is also a guy who works there
In
too with
Germany,
people?
yes, because in Germany, to own a practice, you need to be a doctor too. Not a doctor's title, but you know, like if you want to own a dentist's practice, you need to be a dentist. There's no
Well,
other
I
way
guess
around.
that means you gotta
But
move
what you mean move?
out of Germany, different country where it's not like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think in America it works.
No, then you still gotta have a keen eye on hiring the right people.
Yeah, but America is also terrible. You know, in America, dentists earn way more money for one single reason. Because in
Yeah,
America, it's so easy to get sued. Sued, yeah, I guess, yeah. Get
true.
sued by
Yeah.
literally anyone for literally anything. Like
Oh no.
that's why in America, dentist is just the best example I have because my dad is a dentist. So I'm just using that as
Yeah.
an example. You could take any kind of medical profession as an example if you want to, but um, no. But in America, you get sued so much if you work in any medical profession because people will just be like, oh yeah, he told me there's a chance it will work, so that basically means it will work, and if it doesn't, I will sue him for that. And there's literally people practicing law. I forgot how are they called? Fucking Anwalt.
You.
Huh?
Yeah, I know what you meant.
Yeah.
Let's call
But
them Saul Goodman.
yeah, that there are literally Saul Goodmans in America that work.
Lawyers, yeah, right.
Yeah, lawyers. Thank you so much. You are so smart. Maybe you should have more than a Hauptschulabschluss. Um, there are literally Saul Goodman people out there in America that only work of people that want to sue people over nothing. You know,
Yeah.
like they literally they will wait outside of any like medical practice and find people who walk out of there unsatisfied and be like, yo, you want to sue that guy? So you get sued so often working in the medical field in America that you literally just start taking more money from people. You just up your prices because you're expecting lawsuits. Welcome to fucking America. It's so dumb. Who was nice to no, you can't leave things like this to the outside world. Okay? You gotta be in control.
And then they're
If you
also
say
like,
other people are nice to me, that's why I'm failing. That's why you're failing. You know,
yeah,
you need to take control yourself. Even if people, nobody's gonna be nice to you ever. Okay, so you're gonna have to take life by its
yeah,
balls and squeeze. Know
twist
what I
them.
mean?
But I mean, at least there are still some nice lawyers who were pro bono. So it might be next a rare breed. Re. Me. If. Oh shit. I just noticed the time. Not good. just freestyle. Maybe show them those sick dance moves. They will probably let you pass.
I mean,
them.
you're learning way too late, anyways. Let's be honest. You should have gone outside today. The weather was so nice. You should have gone outside and just learned outside. You know, listen to the birds chirping.
Man, it
Listen to
just
the
almost sounded
listen
like
to
the
the
start
wind
of the
blowing
Sans
away your
battle.
homework. What?
It almost sounded completely like the start of the Sans battle talk.